this is the guy, man. This is the fucker.
What happened?
This is the guy that's doing it. Check his picture, PTR. Hey, this is the guy on YouTube that's streaming my room live right now.
Oh, right, that guy, yeah.
Yep. And he's, I believe he's Jewish.
Yeah,
He's a house member.
he's gonna get like 3.
I don't know what his account is. Otherwise, I'll probably block him. If I block that anonymous account, then they can't come in. Either as anonymous or whatever.
He's gonna get like 3 views. I'd be really worried if I were you.
No, I'm not worried, but I'm just saying, without consent, we have Palestinians that come in here that live in the West Bank. You see what I'm saying, Sheikh? And that's what I'm trying to avoid. Because there are some Palestinians that told me that, because I wanted to do rooms with replays on. But do you remember? And then I received some messages from Palestinians as well. They're like, nah, don't do it because of the safety concern. So I turned it off. But this idiot wants to put it out there.
Can't you just kick him?
Oh boy.
No, you
No,
can't
I
kick
should be
me,
kicking,
motherfucker.
There's no option. When I click on it,
You can't kick
it
me,
literally
bitch.
says, look, I'll tell you. It says,
You can't kick me,
anonymous
bitch. You can't kick.
Is there anything,
Why can't he kick?
Check your back.
okay.
anything interesting happen?
Yeah, someone live streamed the whole fucking room, motherfucker.
Wednesday, the room's being recorded.
That's
I
right,
know.
bitch. The room's fucking recorded.
No.
I can see you.
So there is an option also on your profile. You can choose nobody can see you, your chat, only the one you added. You add them together. Like, for example, if I write anything now in the chat, you can see me. GG.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you wrote GGGG.
That mean you added me before?
I added you now. Yeah.
No, before you added me, right?
No.
So why they said that only people they add you and you add them, then they can see your chat.
I have no idea. I think it's still glitchy, to be honest with you. 111.
Audio quality, speed, search, report, room title, show options, captions. Okay, no. Damn, shit.
I think that is the solution.
I'm looking for it. I'm checking each profile to see which one have done it.
Listen, just go through them and block them one by one, and we'll tell you if it is.
But the issue is the people that have viewed it, they're people like my occasional followers, and they don't have a plus symbol next to it. So it's got to be somebody with a plus symbol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone.
Yeah. So the ones that I'm seeing, I do see one profile, but it's with 5.
Yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting.
Stories, and it's not shaped by stories. What is affected by, because we talked about indoctrination and stories, and how we as human beings are shaped by stories and unshaped stories at the same time. But when I said we as human beings are shaped by stories, I was talking about the
Is that we're gonna figure it out? Or are you trying to contribute on itself?
No, Adam posted the comedian profile, and it's a YouTube channel. He's the one that has the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Jackie?
Yeah, it's him. Are you questioning the YouTube channel?
I'm saying, how did Adam know it's this comedian guy?
Oh, go on. I went on it right now. He was watching it live and commenting to himself and all this. He was probably the one follower, the one viewer on that channel.
This is causing them serious problems, Dr.
Oh,
Click on
Australia.
it, Nicole. Click on it. Click on it.
You hear this shit?
Click on the YouTube.
Yeah, click
Video?
on it. Yeah, yeah. You
I
see
did.
it.
I
Did you
heard
see
it streaming.
Yeah. He's known. He used to come with his real account and stream.
Yeah, but he's not well in the head. He's not. You know what he recorded? He recorded himself talking to unemployment. And then, yeah, no, it was. I was in the room, and someone else was in a room, and he literally recorded himself speaking to unemployment.
I actually have him blocked, so he can't even view my profile.
You're not a well man.
You're not a well man. You guys sit here and talk about fucking terrorism all day long and supporting it.
Oh, he's so stupid. He's so stupid. He clicked on my account. I mean, I got you.
Tell me what
He got me! He got
What
me!
the fuck idiot you are, bro.
Open the doors.
He got me!
What an idiot you are. You fucking idiot. You guys sent it to you.
Oh, damn it, they're gonna block me.
Send it to me too. Send it to me too.
Fuck, I love these people, bro.
Even if he knows my account, I mean, he's gonna have to block me,
Nothing
right?
that smart. You should have waited at least a few minutes before you fucking click on my profile.
I should have
you
waited a
idiot.
few weeks. It's okay, I got more accounts coming. I can go anonymous anytime.
You send it to me?
Yeah,
Yeah, can you
Oh.
send it to me as well?
Fuck, they're all gonna block it.
Yeah, I want to block it too.
hold on, I'll put it for you guys in the chat one second.
You know, as Shuki says, thanks for flying, Shuki
What
Airlines.
an idiot he
Thanks
is.
for flying, Amir Airlines.
It's crazy.
Share profile. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat, like you guys can all block it. I couldn't believe that he's this stupid, he'll click on it, like, just like that.
He busted me.
In other words, I have to be the pizza crab alpha to tackle this problem.
So, what's happening to Netanyahu? Why is he
He
all
went through prostate
hospitalized?
cancer and he lost his prostate.
He lost it. Okay, Amir, you don't lose your prostate. Do you even know where your prostate is? I'm sure you know where it is.
Up in,
You know where
I know where
it's
it's at.
behind. Up in,
It's
Okay,
It's
you
in
don't
the
lose
butt.
it. Can you lose your prostate, Amir? How do you
he
lose yours?
definitely did lose it.
I'm sure he knows where it is. It's been in the same place for 89 years or whatever.
him up another one. He can remember this guy.
You don't get two prostates Wednesday. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
we're not talking about that.
Yeah,
We're talking
but
about
what you
this guy.
can, yeah, but what you can do is, I'm
Did
pretty
he
sure-
waste all that money, bro? Unemployment doesn't give you a lot of money, bro. What are you doing? You're wasting all that money on Clubhouse just to be a weirdo?
Listen, I have been having issues. Okay? The government has been shut down, and I would appreciate it if you not talk about
She's
it.
not talking to you.
He's not talking
I know,
to
I'm
you.
joking.
Talking about this guy. Oh,
No, I don't think it's him. It might not be him. That was
He has multiple- he has-
one. He was trying it.
Well,
See,
one,
Edward, I put. Look at the profile in the chat. This is him recording the room.
the guy.
Yeah, he's so stupid, man.
Yep.
I
So,
fucked up.
Only people that are VIP like me and Alpha and Wednesday and Ozma and Morning and 111, we can only find out who it is if they click, if they click on the profile, whatever.
If they were as stupid as he is.
You, sir,
Yeah.
you, I think you're like an economic class. When you get in the airplane, we're actually flying in first class.
Wait. Me? I'm in economy class?
Yeah, because it's free. Remember?
Look how insulted him.
Oh, look at you! Look at this! Arrogance!
Look at this.
Arrogance is
I'm
not.
just kidding, brother.
Hold on. Arrogance is not just for the white man when they get money or when they get status. It's not. Look at this. $4.99 a month. Look how it changes a man. Look.
Edward.
Yes.
What the people in first class don't realize is there's more people in economy than there are first classers.
That's true. We could overrun them.
Exactly.
And we have more bathrooms.
Exactly.
You know.
Here,
But you know, I have a point of
1 second.
contention.
I'm just kidding, Edward. Don't take
here.
it.
The next time
I
you're
know.
enjoying your warmed bread and your heated almonds and your metallic cutlery, just
Try that account too.
Okay.
Try that account too.
Shape has some deep-rooted issues about people that sit in first
He does, but he's obviously thought about them. But I have a point
just
of
ask me
contention.
why I know all these subtle details.
Go on.
Because he's been in first class.
He's a flight attendant.
Only Emirates, only on the A380.
Really? No, that would be very expensive. Come on, are you serious?
I'm not serious.
Amir, try the second one too.
Did you have your own shower?
Try that second
Yeah,
account.
to do.
You have it?
I did.
Well, why would you do that? That sounds like such a waste of money.
I got a free upgrade.
What makes you
Why is
so
it?
special?
Hold on, Edward. Why the hell is it a waste of money?
What? First class on Emirates?
Yeah.
Edward,
I mean, you talking about, I don't know, how much are they? Like $10,000 a
I'm
ticket?
not ashamed. I got a free upgrade. I'm not ashamed to say
You
it.
don't think that's a waste of money?
I sat there and Googled.
Have you
What's the
heard of
most
something
expensive-
called the residence?
Yeah, come on.
The residents? You mean,
Yes, I have.
you mean the
Well, I don't think
development?
they don't have it anymore, but they used to.
The development.
Edward, you should.
No, it was a residence. It was a class on board.
Yes.
Specifically the A380.
Oh.
Edward, you should not refer to me as Sheikh Shapeshifter.
No, I just think, having a shower, like, you could rent your own private jet for that kind of money. For the day.
Just for clarity, I did not pay for it. It was
No. I know. General had an issue with me saying, it's a waste of money. I don't know. I just think it's a waste.
Yeah, but I personally think the service you would get on board compared to private jet is better on the commercial airline.
Here's where it's not a waste of money, General. What I do when I fly. I fly economy plus when I go international, like to the West Bank, Palestine, and it gives you a seat that almost fully reclines. It gives you upgraded food, very good food. The seats are larger, and it's
You don't have your own suite.
right. But why would you need a suite if you can only be there for a
Because
couple
I like
hours?
privacy on board. Like, I don't want to be screaming, shouting.
Oh,
Anyway, but you know what?
you fly first class on
You know what I have an issue with?
Yeah.
Is why is the first class and business class suites, why are they at the front of the plane? They should be at the back.
So that's for safety.
Yes, for safety.
Look at you. No, well, you know why? Because the back is bumpier. Because the back of the plane,
Yeah, I know that.
it wobbles.
But you got my point straight away. So
I did. Yes. No, but I just don't see like business class. I've done business class. I paid $150 extra here in the States to each way to fly business class. I've done that. It's easier. I could see that. But having a suite on an aircraft for $10,000 or more.
yeah, a lot of for example, if you have flown Qatar Q Suite, which is like a business class offering, it's a suite but in business.
Yes, how much are they? How much are they?
It's in pounds. It's about 4,000 or 5,000.
It's about $6,000-7,000.
Yeah, dollars.
Yeah. Where are you going? I mean, or it even depends on how far you're going. I mean.
But generally, obviously, you'd fly. So it'll be for me. Usually, it's Gulf.
Yeah.
So Qatar, UAE.
I guess. I mean, I like if I'm a really multi-millionaire, like over $10 million, I would consider that. And if I.
decisions in an instant without even thinking.
But that was in the mid 1900s.
No, but Isaac, you're talking about
Hold on,
implicit.
I'm not done. I'm not finished. Not finished. Now, you can get a master's degree with a basic IQ.
What's up?
So no, I cannot. No, I was speaking.
I'm sorry. What's up?
So I can't use
What's up,
the
man?
go to college means you're smart argument because I know that's not true.
Right. But hold on. Let's not argue, man. Let's not
All right, let's not argue like Aunt said. Let's not argue, fellas.
Christ, can I finish? What the?
An economic nation building.
You know, we don't even know how to build roads. You're talking about nukes. This is the delusion we have.
That's basically the first thing I was
That was a very anti-black comment.
You know what?
Always resort to
It is the Chinese that who are building the roads in Africa.
Didn't need bigger.
It is the Chinese who are building the road.
Asma, you think black people can't make roads? That's what you think?
We are not qualified. That is the problem. It is not that we can't. We are not well trained to do it.
That takes my agreement.
Y'all can't take that. Whoa, hang on real quick.
This is your boy tomorrow.
No, but y'all can't take his statement.
Talking about the reality doesn't mean you hate yourself. When your father is not responsible, he's not responsible. You say my father is not responsible. That doesn't mean you don't like him. But you criticize him based on his action.
Hey, but
yourself based on you coming from him.
Since y'all
You're not
got
talking about your father. You're
Sometimes
talking about
you guys have to take some philosophical course to understand how to think deeply and know how to assess a situation. So you can be
information they told you about yourself. That reacts to insults and that.
Guadix Al-Andalus, I don't know how to pronounce that. Guadix. Share his name.
Guadix.
Yeah. There you go.
absolutely lovely.
So he's his name is Sam Baroud. His dad is also a very famous poet, and his mom is a infamous novelist. I actually read one of her books, the Grenada trilogy, last year, and it was so influential. I got a tattoo based on that book. So like his whole family is just incredible people.
Where are they from? Andalus?
Sorry.
Where are they from?
Yeah, he's from Andalus. That's right.
I see.
Yeah, I'd just like to warn everyone that at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, this room turns into a literotica room, and I wouldn't wish to offend anyone. There's going to be readings that are quite racy, so let it be said now.
It's 12:40 p.m. my time, so I don't know what time it is your time, but yeah, go nuts.
Just inaugurated our event for tonight.
What happened to Sam? Did he like go on a 6-week? He's been binging on Clown House for like 6 weeks straight.
With a mouse? I do not like them, Sam. I do not like green eggs and ham.
He's on a sabbatical.
I'd like to just dedicate my poem to that special person, wherever you are. It's called Old Town Road.
Please don't read that. It'll make me fucking weep. You know that breaks my heart. Knowing what's happened with our dear friend, M. We shall call him. I'm heartbroken.
I was looking at large ocean, so many fish. I got the horses in the back. Horse strap is attached. Hat is matte black. But the boots, that's black to match. Riding on a horse, you can't whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley. You ain't been up off that porch now. Can't nobody tell me nothing? You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing? You
can't tell me nothing. Riding on a tractor, lean all in my bladder, cheated on my baby. You can go and ask her. My life is a movie, but bull riding and boobies, cowboy hat from Gucci, wrangler on my booty. Can't nobody tell me nothing? You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing? You can't tell me nothing. Thank you.
That's beautiful. Absolutely extraordinary.
I also have a song for our dearly beloved M.
Go ahead.
And it goes like this. You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can burn my clothes up when I'm gone. Or you can tell your friends just what a fool I've been and laugh a joke about me on the phone. You can tell my arms go back to the farm. You can tell my feet to hit the floor. Or you can tell my lips to tell my fingertips they won't be reaching out for you no more. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think you'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, you might blow up and kill this man.
Oh my God, that was intense. Oh my God. I think you were so talented.
That was extraordinary. Oh my God. Brother, I never knew you had it in you.
Thank you, thank you.
Now just a little taste of tonight's main course.
Oh my God, no. No, I have to.
It's not dirty.
No, it is. It's going to be like really inappropriate. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
It's not. Oh, stop it.
Then you wouldn't do that, Hyatt.
I stood next to Stacy at the counter, pretending to look at a chart with her, and put my hand over on her hip. When she didn't object, I slid it down over her bum.
Stop.
The flimsy
Now.
nursing hand.
Stop now.
Oh my
Now.
God, you're
No, I can't. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Okay. We're done.
I'm getting flustered. It's like I'm getting so flustered, like a hot flash. So you find you want to read a poem?
Yes. That's actually the only poem that I know. It says, human beings are members of a whole, in creation of one essence and soul. If one member is afflicted with pain, other members uneasy will remain. If you've no sympathy for human pain, the name of human you cannot retain.
Oof. You can go ahead, Daniel, if you have something.
Put me in the queue, moderators. I've got a great poem I want to read. Let me grab it. 1 sec.
Brandon, don't forget your turn is coming soon after John. Toast, get your poem ready.
Okay, this is called The Next Step for all Clown House users. Democracy daughters, ferocious fascism, cackling communism, equally frauds, cavort crazily all over the globe. They are hemming us in. They are abortive births of the child, the new eon of Horus. Liberty stirs once more in the womb of time. Evolution makes its changes by anti-socialistic ways, aka the anonymous button here on Clown House. The abnormal man who foresees the trend of the times and adapts circumstance intelligently. is laughed at, persecuted, kicked from thousands of clown house rooms, often destroyed by the herd. But
What's up, Toast?
he and his heirs, when the crisis comes, are survivors. Above us today hangs a danger never yet paralleled in history. We suppress the individual in more and more ways. We think in terms of the herd. War no longer kills soldiers, it kills all indiscriminately. Clown house rooms waste countless hours day after day for hundreds of people. Every new measure of the most democratic and autocratic governments is communistic in essence. It is always restriction. We are all treated as imbecile children here on Clown House. Dora, the Shops Acts, the motoring laws, Sunday suffocation, the Clown House censorship. They won't trust us to cross the roads at will. Fascism is like communism, and dishonest into the bargain. The dictators suppress all art, literature, theater, music, news, live streaming of clown house rooms on YouTube that does not meet their requirements. Yet the world only moves by the light of genius. The herd will be destroyed in mass. The establishment of the law of anonymous here on Clown House is the only way to preserve individual liberty and to assure the future of the Clown House human race. In the words of the famous paradox of the Comte de Phoenix, the absolute rule of the Clown House state shall be a function of the absolute liberty of each individual Clown House will. All members of Clown House, all men and women are invited to cooperate with John in this great Clown House spam. I am complete.
Love is the law. Love
I got one. Oh, we're doing Crowley? There we go. Mother Earth is pregnant for the third time, for y'all have knocked her up. I have tasted the maggots in the mind of the universe, for I was not offended, for I knew I had to rise above it all, or drown in my own shit.
That was very deep. I am moved.
That's from Funkadelic. A song called Maggot Brain.
Have you heard my latest hit single? It's called Clubhouse Brain Rot.
No, please share it.
It goes a little something like this. That's called Clubhouse Brain Rot.
Hold on, dipshit. That doesn't work. It's a band limited audio signal we get, so that annoying sound is annoying to you, not us. We're not hearing.
Oh, look, it's Himothy. Hey, Himothy, I live streamed you across all my platforms earlier. It was wonderful.
What's up? You do the sound. It's not very.
Yeah, you made Darth Dawkins. Yeah.
What room?
He was in a room called Darth Dawkins or something like that. I don't know.
Darth Dawkins, Dog's dicks.
So why haven't you all cooked? No, he's just a fucking bully retard who's only able to debate people if they like. He completely controls the conversation in the most like
when he is
despicable. Like he's like the most despicable, like fucking bully. Like if you don't exactly answer in one word, like for like expressions, then he will just mute you and like he's just like basically a bully psycho.
That's his shtick.
Intelligibility.
Can you co-pod or something? Or no?
What?
Have you heard
Can you co-pod or is that your best?
Can I co-partner? I mean, I literally I called him a low IQ, incurious retard, and I was like pointing out why he's being stupid.
Sam, have you ever heard Darth Dawkins and I's argument on the Tom Rabbit channel?
No.
She's a celebrity, you see.
Is he being like a stupid bully piece of shit like usual?
He like
yes.
chokes on pieces of pepper.
When did you guys encounter George Dawkins?
Hey, Pepe.
He had a room earlier.
I mean, he used to come on to great respect for me, Sam. When me and him debated, he was like, "Oh my, you're the smartest atheist I've ever spoken to. You made me actually really reconsider my beliefs, my religious beliefs." And I was like, at the end of the day, because I was humble, of course, I was like, "Listen, I respect you highly as well. I feel like you bring a lot to this community." And that's how our conversation ended. So, and you see, when I discussed with him, he seemed very curious.
Wait, Himothy, did he ask you what your worldview is? And what is your worldview, Himothy?
Did he ask you or not?
I had a great conversation with him.
Here's the play-by-play of the conversation. He goes, "Are you an atheist?" And I go, "I assign a 10% probability that God exists." And he goes, "That's a category error." And I go, "No, it's not." And he goes, just like the number 3 can't be like blue. And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about my confidence level." And he's like, "Yeah, you ever heard of a category error? Bananas can't be prime numbers." I'm like, "Yeah, exactly. I'm just talking about how confident I am. So it's not in any way a category error."
This man is about to go head-to-head with his reclusive neighbor after both police officers who came to intervene got shot. After receiving directions from the residents, the 2 officers located the target, started moving.
Problem with animal suffering.
Within less than a minute of arriving at the scene, the first officer was shot, followed by the second one while trying to cover his teammate. With all hell breaking loose, the man who called 911 is left with no other option but to confront the armed neighbor the same way. He empties a whole magazine into the reclusive neighbor's window, while others drag the injured officers to safety. The man stood his ground and held his position until other officers arrived at the scene for backup. This man is about to
interrupting me and talking over me, and then he would just over and over just steamroll the conversation, and then eventually he just got to me calling him a low IQ incurious retard.
I used to get into it with him, and I would troll him really badly on Discord, and he would.
I love the way you guys think that you can just talk over.
You literally talked over me. But go ahead. You were.
Thank you.
What you have to say is so important. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie, Pepe sounds like a woman though, so it's dumb.
Okay, you sound like a fucking chimp. I don't care.
I posted it in the chat.
Bro.
You actually sound like a woman. What the fuck?
And
I'm
not Dawkins. But it's in the chat.
I mean, when it comes to him, I used to, we would get into it on Discord. I started there before Clubhouse, and then he would.
Great book suggestion.
He has this weird. He has this suppositionalist argument where it's you're not gonna win.
No one in the world thinks you're smarter than Darth Dawkins. No one on this fucking planet.
Okay, I know. You're just a dummy.
I'm saying that,
nobody cares. Quit making the personal snaps.
I think you know that.
Yes, Pepe's smarter. A fucking bucket of shit is smarter than Darth Dawkins.
There's literally no way that guy's smarter.
Okay, I mean,
Darth Dawkins is literally a fucking retard bully.
Insane code.
What about you? Why are you so mean?
No, Darth Dawkins has been.
He just this Timothy guy or him, whatever the fuck this homo's name is. He just does not shut the fuck up.
We love Pepe. I love Pepe. He's awesome.
He just does not shut up and he keeps on taking pop shots.
Wait, Sam. Unironically, you think this guy's smarter than Darth Dawkins?
I think Darth Dawkins is an actual retard. So yes, I think.
All right, you need to. I want you to. Well, no one knows who this dickhead is, but
Timotheus, aren't you just a spammer? And what are you gonna talk about Pepe about?
That listens to this guy.
Okay, but Timothy, you don't even. A lot more people know who I am than you. I would do these spaces all
Yeah, Pepe's much more popular than you, Timotheus.
Let them listen to him for a minute or two, and then ask the question.
I've listened to you, and you're just a mumbling fucking retard who lets you hear yourself talk.
He is he does know a fair amount.
You're literally the token black dude who does not shut the fuck up.
He's not just a token black dude, he's an English token black dude.
Sam, I think this John Plus guy is the comedian guy that's recording.
It's regular guys.
By the way.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm live streaming rooms, my life has come to an end.
Now that this chimp is done, trying to defend his ego for whatever fucking reason. He's somebody that even. Oh my god, shut the fuck up, you monkey! Just shut up. I wasn't even addressing you. Just shut up.
Yeah, no. Why do you need to address me for me to speak?
Well, you're literally talking over me. It's fucking rude.
So whoever did that.
I know, because I know you can't help yourself. You have a primitive fucking brain. Just shut up. Now, when it comes to somebody like Darth Dawkins, he's literally somebody that he rubbed everybody the wrong way, whether they were actually religious, whether they were, it didn't matter which side of the political aisle, but he has these very disingenuous debates with presuppositionalist arguments where you cannot it's fruitless to even engage with this piece of shit. And there's another guy, I think he called himself Batman. He was another like batshit crazy guy. And he would, and watching like these two people, like occasionally they would get into it in the same room.
Oh, look who's back, Abby!
Like, you know, I actually think the Batman is a little bit more respectable.
Abby, Eva must be really bored. Or the grocery store checking
it was
out
funny,
all
but I mean, these guys are, I don't even know what motivates these people. But
wow, this is an awesome room you found, Abby.
Doctors in one room, and you know, we're reading out the diagnoses or the diagnostic criteria.
Look at all the anonymous in the room. You guys must have a lot of haters.
For example. And what was really funny is that he said, okay, so I have a problem. I was born a certain way. Is that a reason to crucify me? And like he basically admitted it. Like he's just like a fucking he's a nutcase.
Here's my argument for why Darth Dawkins is a fucking retard. Anyone who's so inflexible in their brain that they can only handle debates when everything is, all the concepts are defined the way they want to, and all the questions are the questions they want asked, and you can never sort of step inside anyone else's worldview, and can't sort of like have a cognitive empathy to understand another person's like worldview and why they think what they think, and they have to like control the conversation, just shows that they have an inflexible, small mind. And it's just obvious from everything he does is that he's a very inflexible sort of simpleton.
He's not a simpleton. He's just like
an absolutely is. Like, why would anyone act like
I don't know about that, bro. He's an online bully, like a narcissist that, like, basically, it seems like the only, I don't even know if he's someone who's capable of, like, joy and satisfaction, but, like, it just seems like his sole purpose or goal is to, quote-unquote, shut the mouth of the unbeliever and just, like, humiliate theists, I guess, for his, I guess he's a sadist in that way.
But,
so I guess
Timothy, think about it. I get my rocks off for being smarter than people. I get my rocks off being smarter than people, but I don't need to, like, control the conversation, and I don't need to I can empathize with people's worldview. I don't need to, like, fucking micromanage everything part of the conversation in order to verbally one-up with people.
You shouldn't be comparing yourself to some 6-year-old living in his mother's basement.
Timothy, isn't that what Bonson says in his books? Like, says,
shut the mouth of the unbeliever. Yeah. But I think the reason, I don't think it, like, I think the reason that, like, he's latched onto that stuff is because he's a sadist, and and it's fun for him, like, as you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's the case that he's sincerely influenced by them.
He's just a prick.
Like, he thinks that's the way to truth, or that's the way to proselytize. I think he's like, yeah, this is a really cool way of just being this, like, insane sadist on the internet.
If you're a sadist,
I don't think he's actually dumb.
No, listen. Like, if you have power in real life, you'll get your sadism off by, like, bullying your underlings. And if you're smart, you can go online and out debate people like Ethan does. But if you're a fucking simpleton who has neither power in real life nor smart enough to win people in debates, then you'll fucking try to do what he does, which is, like, become mods and micromanage conversations. So, like, it's just the evidence of
Have you seen what he looks like, Sam?
Yeah, I've seen because at one time he was live on video.
There's a spectrum, and you have, like, if you have Matt Adams, let's say, like, okay, clearly he's smarter than Matt Adams, like, you know what I'm saying? So as a theist,
Matt Adams do what he
anything is smarter than Matt Adams.
No, he's just like smart. Look, when I say he's smarter than Pepe, obviously I think they're both, like, retarded by, like,
yeah, I think you're a dumb nigger.
Like, some kind of level of like respect, like, that you'd respect. But I'm saying, like, generally relative to a lot of the atheists he debates, yeah, he is smarter than them, 100%. Like, he's not actually retarded. Pepe is, like, actually retarded.
I don't know if you're cool with him saying the N-word with the hard R, but I moved him down into your room.
Don't call people the N-word in my room. It's fucking crazy.
I mean, if you're asking me, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine with that.
Hey, Sam, what if Darth Dawkins' origin story is like Andrew? He started off like Andrew, and he was like,
and this is the end of it, yeah. This is the aftermath of it all.
The This is what Darth Dawkins is going to be.
This is Andrew's future.
So they busted. Do you know football? But like, do you watch football?
Yeah, I genuinely think that you're only gonna do the methods he employs if you're a simpleton. Like Matt Adams is not so much of a coward that he would stoop to having to do that in order to feel like he's winning debates.
You're
like
not getting it. It's a psychological reflex. Like he is a fucking powerful, like narcissist, sociopathic, sadist type. Like I don't think what you're seeing is necessarily a manifestation of his intelligence or even truly an accurate reflection of it. I think what you're seeing more is just like this compulsion. But I just wanted to say quickly, if anyone watches football, whenever people call me the N-word out of frustration, I just feel like posting the Colo Torre "Don't Cry" meme.
Like, when you say football, you mean soccer or actual football?
It's such an epic meme because he's like an African, it's like a fucking
Timothy, is he saying it as
African face. It's more funny. I don't know.
I'm assuming he's not saying that ironically. You're just saying it like literally, right?
He's upset because like he's fucking retarded.
No, you like literally do not say
he's just
your fucking insults.
retard, right?
I just think, bro, I've spoken to you before. Like you're a massive spastic. It's not based on like the conversations we've had.
I know, and you're fucking.
Remember,
I think you're fucking annoying, but you never shut your fucking mouth. You just keep on saying whatever.
What reasoning was? Because remember, you were like, "Oh,
When did you say? You never asked me what reasoning was.
You didn't know what reason was.
When did you ask me this? When? You said you didn't know me, and I don't know you.
Like, comical, because then I was like, "Wait, how do you like?"
When did this happen?
Football, and you don't even know what football is. Like,
when did this happen?
A long time before your fucking memory,
I don't recall this ever happening.
Oh, I do. But like that doesn't surprise me.
You just said several minutes ago that you don't know who I am.
I did say that.
But now, you did just say that.
It's like actually a lie. I'm saying you're like not only that you
said that you don't know me and that you just heard me like as of like a couple days ago, and then now you're
it's like a lie.
Changing your tone.
Lie.
Amazing.
So you're a massive spastic. These are the reasons why.
I mean, you're just all you do is talk. You want to hear yourself talk, and then you talk shit about anybody that will take up airspace. Like you're just weird.
Wow, that's not true. Like I think based on what I've heard from all the people that participate thus far, you're the stupidest person in this room.
Okay, that's your subjective opinion, but who's taking up the more who's taking up the most airspace? It's literally you. Like that is a fact. Yeah, you're allowed to do that, but I mean, you don't think that that's indicative of somebody? What's really funny is you call Darth Dawkins a narcissist, but here I have you. Okay, you're literally somebody who wants to be the center of attention. You keep on making statements that you want it to somehow people to respond in a way that will validate your feelings and your fucking ego. It's really fucking weird. Responding in a real way. You're just
like this fascinating.
Well, pacing.
Oh, this is weird. Everything is weird.
Okay, now you're mocking. Now it's mockery. Amazing.
This is weird. This is all crazy.
Well, can you tell me why you never stop running your fucking mouth? Why is that?
It's just like actually a 7-year-old, right?
Yeah. My insult to you is that you've been speaking more than me. Why do you know
it's not me, it's like everybody else. And then I see that like whenever somebody else ends up getting you see that they end up getting more airtime, you get frustrated, you end up like basically reverting to calling them names and calling them stupid, like very juvenile shit. Because you want to be the center of attention. Like it's very stupid.
Why you here? Why you here? Why you want attention?
You're not even funny, dude. You're the one who's gonna you're on a stage where I can't like berate you like I normally would and draw. You'll scream on my space. I'm gonna be nice. You'll scream. Be a man. I can't be a man. I'm gonna kick from the space and make fucking vibrate. No, that's all being stupid. In other words, challenging somebody, okay, where they'll end up having to save you by kicking each of the audience. Like, that's fucking stupid.
Okay?
I'm literally telling you, you're a nitwit at best. You're somebody who loves hearing yourself talk. You think you have so much insight that you don't actually fucking have. I was listening to your dumbass talk about how, but it can't be inherently, people aren't inherently different. Yeah, they are inherently different, you fucking dipshit. When I ended up asking you, okay, what is your proof that there is an inherent difference between different groups of people? You literally just, because it's literally, you literally could not do it. But dipshits like you think you have the answers to everything. No, you're literally like a fucking social justice warrior. Like, it's so fucking cringe. But you try to appear as like somehow reasonable. Like, but you're a fucking dipshit.
Optimized for violence.
Yeah, like, what original thought do you even fucking have?
You showed me, I should say.
Tell me an original thought that you fucking have.
I'm like, I want you to try to attempt to humiliate me. Go on, make me upset. Try to make me
I've
upset.
already given my critique of you.
What's your best? No, like, that's just dumb. Like,
I'm not trying to exchange insults at this point. I'm literally telling you how I feel.
People, you want the attention of all those around you. You want to speak.
Yeah, I said that. But you just don't shut the fuck up.
Things to say. Okay, but what about the things that are gonna hurt my feelings? Why don't you try one of those again?
I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm giving you an honest critique.
Last time out. What we got from you was just like,
What do you mean last time out, you fucking dipshit? I literally gave you my fucking critique. I gave you my fucking critique. No, you literally have nothing to say. You're just gonna go. You're just saying random fucking stupid shit.
So is that your best? Is that you at your best, Edward?
Me at my best? I was giving a fucking critique, you retard. This isn't a roasting session.
Is that your best?
This isn't my stage. Like, I would say a lot of nasty shit that I'm not gonna say, like, here.
It's not my stage either. Look, I'm over-talking you. You're over-talking me. We're both breaking rules. So let's see how far we can take it. So what else you got to take together?
Who's gonna be the first to get kicked? You know what the answer is, you fucking idiot.
You're subhuman. I think you're a disappointment to your mum. I think your mum would trade you for like any kind of
any
average smart black kid. I think your mum, if your mum can have some kind of smart, somewhat successful black kid, not some like 40-year-old loser who's on the internet N-word trolling, I think she would. I think she's massively disappointed. Or if she's not, she's likely as a racist whore like you, okay? This is what I think. Now, what do you have to say?
Unlike you, I'm gonna give an honest critique, not one that where I'm gonna joke about your mom and you being a disappointment. What I do think is that you are a black person in England. Okay, you're not as intelligent or intellectual. You want to have these debates where you feel centered and important because in your mind, okay, your identity, okay, you have a very fragile sense of. I shut up for a little bit while you were talking. Obviously, you can't do it. But you have a very. I know you don't, because you're a fucking monkey. Now, you have a very fragile sense of self. Your identity. You want to feel smart. All right. And the reason why, and that's why you seek the validation, which comes through attention. That's why you're constantly having to give your advice. When you feel like when people don't want to listen to you, right? And you're not the one who's able to continually go back and forth. Okay, that means that somehow you take that as a slight, as in what you say is not the most intelligent. And somehow you're not the most interesting. You want to be that person. You're a sick individual. You're a fucking midwit at best.
Pepe in his true form.
You're a fucking retard.
Don't trigger him. Stop. Like, what the heck is going on? I've never seen Pepe like this. Stop it. Please.
Enough. It's boring.
Sam, can you please call Pepe an intellectual coward? Because he's so afraid of being moved to the audience that he won't say how he truly feels. Meanwhile, I'll say exactly how I feel about Pepe.
It was somebody begging him to move me to the audience. Like, literally, we know this is not a stage to be friendlier to you.
Or alternatively,
you couldn't address anything I said because it's like largely fucking accurate. You fucking moron.
Potentially a really nice lady. If she's disowned you, she's a really nice lady.
okay? And I apologize to even, even conditionally insulting her. However, if she doesn't, she wouldn't trade you for the marginally smarter black kid who still would technically be a retard, then she's a racist whore.
Can you tell me, why don't you make your own rules? You're not somebody who anybody's gonna find interesting. I'm just serious. You're literally a fucking vulture. You come into spaces. You literally come into spaces, any space, you can dominate the fucking airwaves, dude. That's who you are.
I want to see the ugly.
Dude, I've met so many people like you over the years. It's fucking pathetic.
You're a disappointment. So not only
no, you're a fucking disappointment. You're a low IQ fucking piece of shit.
Say how you really feel.
I just said it. You're a low IQ piece of shit. But once again, I want to hear the mid-wittery where you're going to sit here and continue to ask questions, continue to try to center yourself, so that you can validate the fact that you maybe you're smart, maybe you're interesting, maybe you're a fucking piece of shit. This is what you are.
I just gave you my.
You're literally somebody who's not much different from Darth Dawkins. That's the funny part.
And I try my best. Now clearly you're not showing us your true power, your true form, your true power level.
I've been dunking on your dumb ass, and you literally are not able to say anything to rebut it.
What the fuck is going on in your life?
You've just been making stupid fucking absurd comments.
You can't get moved down off a stage, worst case. Sam might even let it go.
You talked about my mom, you talked about a bunch of shit that you cannot prove, a bunch of retarded shit. That's all you can do. You called me subhuman, you called me, whatever, these are meaningless words. But I literally talked about you and your fucking behavior. You were not able to talk about my behavior in any way that is close at all to the way I was able to describe how you fucking behave. Okay, literally, you can't you aren't able to offer any kind of rebuttal.
It's a broken.
You just end up.
Bird without a wing, it's useless.
So fucking tedious. What the fuck is wrong?
You can move me down, to be honest. I don't mind either way.
Yeah. Alright, well.
Look, in future, I am intentionally flagrantly breaking the law, and it kind of would have helped my case as well. Because, my point was to be brave. I was trying to teach Pepe how to be brave,
Yeah. Yeah, Mark,
Because you didn't say the N-word, Pepe. That's why you got me.
Mark, what do you think about the idea that existence is something that sort of depends on a substrate that you're in? There's not this one notion of existence, but you can exist in space, or you can exist in virtual reality, or you can exist in a mind, or you can exist in the way that whole universes exist, because the whole universe doesn't exist in the universe. And then you can exist in an antimatter reality, and that instead of existence being this general sort of predicate, it's a sort of
awesome.
relative to a substrate predicate, something like that.
Thought I affirmed this idea, yes.
Did we talk about this? I apologize if I'm
I just said, yeah, that seems true and probably uncomfortable.
Well, I think most people want to say that there's just existence, and that
An English
all
insult
of these
cock
forms of
fell
existence
for
are just
it.
mere existence, that there isn't
What a
different kinds.
Well, what's controversial is that the other ways of,
An English insult cock
there's one
fell
way of
for
existing
it.
that's privileged.
What a
everything else is
loser,
kind of
really.
But just colloquially, no one's going to have a problem with the idea of talking about something existing in a video game or a movie, or saying, the Death Star exists in the Star Wars universe as a shorthand for a bunch of other things that don't involve anything like absolute descriptions of existence of the Death Star, or anything sort of as metaphysically privileged.
But I think the way that, if Turok is right, Neil Turok, is that there's an antimatter mirror universe, I think the guy existing there isn't existing in the way that I'm existing. We're both existing, but we're doing something different.
Well, I mean, it seems like that guy is just as existent as you in the absolute sense. It's just that you're made of different stuff, have different properties. We don't want to say that, carbon exists in a fundamentally different way than oxygen. We just want to say they both exist to the same extent in the same sense. They just happen to have different physical properties.
And then what about the fact that whole universes might exist in some substrate, but they also we don't really know what the metaverse is that whole universes are in, or and that's like a different sense of existing, because like the universe isn't made out of. It's not located in the universe. It's not made out of fundamental particles. You know, it's a different sort of thing. Like I want to say it exists differently than mine exists.
You awaken the genie in Agrabah. You're entitled to 3 wishes. No more, no less. But you must know that magic is cannot wish for life nor death. Cannot wish for more wishes. And once spoken, a wish cannot be undone, no matter what the consequences. Tell me your first wish.
I cannot think of a single thing I desire. I have everything I need. I seek nothing more than the happiness of all who set foot in my kingdom. You are in my kingdom, and yet you seem unhappy.
Life as a genie is not as magical as it may appear.
So you wish to be free.
More than anything.
I wish you to be free.
Am I truly free?
You're the genie, you tell me.
2 more wishes left in the world. What will you do with that?
For my second wish, I wish to give my third and final wish to you.
In my time, I have read 1,000 wishes. I have seen them end only 1,001 times. Each which comes with a price, and that's why I will never lose this wish.
You are a man of wisdom. Now tell me, what will you do with your freedom?
I am the one thing I've always desired.
I wondered also about the idea that maybe there could be things that neither exist nor don't exist, that it's a category error to describe them, existing or non-existing. This might be just like a retarded idea, like kind of this sexy and tempting. That there's stuff that exists, and then there's the stuff that neither exists nor doesn't exist. But maybe it's bullshit. I do wonder what those such things could be.
I know I've talked to you about it before, but there's the famous idea of, I think the 19th century philosopher Menon, Alexius or something Menon, where he had this idea of subsistence, which is this just fundamentally different kind of mode of existence. I mean, he doesn't even want to call it existence at all, but it's somehow like meaningful, like you know, unicorns subsist even if they don't exist. But
dude, they're gonna go straight to the cops. Like, these gangs do not want that kind of attention or heat. They're not gonna do it.
Yo, answer the difficult question, Mel. No, ignore these coons. What is gang culture? I'm curious what you.
Well,
somebody ain't know what gang culture is. Let him finish making his point.
Nah, let y'all coons let him explain. Coon.
Nigga, you talking to a gang member, nigga. I already know.
Yeah, you still cool when you a gang member.
Your
It's
motherfucking bitch.
It's cool.
So generally, okay, gang culture.
Sellout, nigga. You think you ain't no sellout, nigga? Huh?
Okay, see, so gang culture.
Nigga, dick in your mouth. That's what the fuck you have me about. We can
You
turn
still a sellout, nigga. You still a coon, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You a bully coon.
And Pepe just finished. Nigga, your mother's a faggot coon. How about that? Nigga, tell your mother get off the plate. Say a sentence because y'all can word ain't faggot.
So I would say gang culture.
Your mother and everything possible.
All right,
Okay.
see, we heard you. All right, come on.
Gang culture is going to be different according to which city you come from and oftentimes which race you're from in any given geographical location. It's going to change over time.
You just
like
motherfucker a green bean. Y'all niggas telling on this.
But when it comes to Phoenix, our gang culture is a lot different from LA's gang culture, where you've had gangs.
It ain't no gang culture in Phoenix. LA niggas and Dago niggas moving out here. See how you just talking? And where your faggot ass at? Because I'm in Phoenix, nigga. Where you at, blood?
All right, well,
where you at? I'm out in Phoenix, right? Where you at, nigga? Shoot the one. Where you? I'm
in
here.
Scottsdale, bitch.
Mayor understand. Mayor real nigga.
Why you mean this?
Fire guy, he's a fucking coon, nigga.
Why you call me a coon, nigga? What the fuck you talking about?
Oh, my bad. Oh, whoever that other nigga was, my bad.
I wasn't muting anybody. I don't know who moved me down, but
no, I'm trying to figure out where you want to meet at right now. I'm in Phoenix right now. Where you want to meet, blood?
Oh yeah, where in Phoenix are you?
Where you want to meet, nigga?
Where in Phoenix are you?
No.
Hey, I chill, bro. Don't be saying that,
Nobody
gang,
in
man.
their
Come on, bro.
Nobody
Chill
in
out.
the community will ever do that to us. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who kicked you?
Nobody kicked him.
I want to know where in Phoenix he's at because I don't know
where you at in Phoenix. That's what we need, man.
Okay, because you're not in Phoenix.
Don't be corny. Y'all don't be corny, man. Bring the homie back up, man.
I mean, I'm on 19th Avenue in Bethany Home. Where are you?
Oh, you on Bethany? Okay, that's good. Okay.
Okay, where are you at?
Okay, I know where you at now.
Okay, your bitch ass can pull up. Go ahead, knock on that door with your little gun and do whatever. And we do have Castle Doctrine in the United.
Bro, like we don't need you meeting up with no.
We have Castle Doctrine. We have Stand Your Ground. Okay, your dumbass can try to do some dirt, and your dumbass will get shot, and the police will clean up the mess. I mean, that's if you want to play that game, you can go ahead and do it. It's not my fucking problem. It'll be your fucking problem. Obviously, you can't control yourself. You want to get into something as serious as a shooting, where even if you got the drop on me and killed me first, you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison. Why? Because somebody hurt my okay, you dumbass motherfucker. And then, you dumbass motherfucker. And then,
asked you to catch a fade,
and then the last thing.
Catch a fade, nigga.
Catch a fade. You get. I'll fade your mom's fucking. I'll fade your mom's pussy, bitch. How about that? How does that fucking sound?
Like I said, little mama ain't trying to catch nobody fade. You shouldn't be talking about black politics because you's a bitch.
Alright, look. It's just gonna be us with the beams because y'all can't control that.
Come on, stop drop. Why you drop mayor for?
It's only these 4 beans up here.
That's it. Only 4 beams. That's it.
Why y'all drop mayor?
Been down 5.
That's corny, man.
Oh yeah, Donna.
Like that, man. No abuse to the green.
No, hold on. Yo, profit. Hold on. We're gonna make it equal. We're gonna make it equal for everybody.
Pepe is a real G.
Something up one at a time so they can talk.
Pepe ain't no G. He ain't catching no phase with nobody. This nigga gonna call the police.
I'm not a G. I'm not a fucking hood booger retard like you people. I don't have to play by your fucking game.
You gotta call it hood booger.
Because you stupid motherfucker, I'm not black. Do you know what's really funny? Is the black gangs, just like in California. Just like in California.
You want, but you gay little bitch. Watch the mouth.
Okay, just like in California.
I'm trying to tell y'all this nigga
Just like in California, okay, for example, black gangs cannot control Hispanics, they're not going to control whites. They're not going to get whites or Hispanics to live by their fucking gang code. You fucking retard. If you're trying to get a square who's not involved with the gang, you can't rip them out.
the whole stinking tree down.
The felling tree will slow our progress. We shall go around.
Triumph. No way to mess with your back.
This tree sprang from the earth long before you crawled from whatever wretched place it grew. It has earned its place in these lands.
Good health. Very good. You show strength.
You just earned your company. Water pressure. And Frank, surely you thirst.
come get my bitch ass. 19th Avenue, Bethany Home, pussy.
Damn, Pepe goes so hard, man. He's a top G, dog.
Ain't nobody talk. He could talk all this shit at once, but he gets being talking like that, nigga. Fuck you.
Yeah, but he's accurately diagnosing the situation. Dr. Pepe, he's got great instinct for detecting bullshit. See, that's my point.
Kind of stupid to give his address out on social media.
Now he's finished. He's ready to step up, take a leadership role. Pepe's ready for the big leagues. Don't forget, Pepe, don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
Fuck how much shit you talk. You start dissing the whole race, nigga. You gotta go.
Yeah, he slipped up.
But I had said that. I was trying to tell you all about it. I've been moved around this dude, bro. He's a bitch for real, bro.
But he ain't wrong.
Hey, you little fuck boy. Hey, get these crackers up out this space.
Crackers? I ain't no saltine cracker.
You acting like one weirdos out of black conversations. Y'all stop adding these weirdos in black conversations.
Do you put saltine crackers on your chili, and is chili really a soup?
You don't even talk like that in real life. Cut it out, John.
That's not true. I talk like this. You hear my lips right now moving? This is the way I sound. You can't speech police me.
Yeah, man. That's the way they try to make fun of black people.
That's not true, man. You projecting. I ain't trying to insult the whole race now.
I'm gonna make it my duty to go over where he at to the dispensary over there tomorrow. Practice and look for the fact that I'm gonna be in the neighborhood since you went me about, blood. I'm gonna make it my duty to go over there tomorrow.
His name Pepe. These niggas be moving around them spaces with old boys. Well, I can't think of his name right now. They regulars on that nigga stage. I fuck with him though. He alright. Pepe gonna fuck around and fucking hide from every black dude you see tomorrow. Oh man, I'm saying they come on black platforms just to.
Oh, no. I want to live good now. I just thought that was like the best response I've ever heard to that question. And I basically, I share the same sentiment. Fuck my future generations. They probably deserve whatever Phoenix has cooked up for them.
That makes sense.
Thank you.
It's fair. I mean, you might as well just not have children at this point, just to spare them pain. It would be like negative utility.
No, I will have children to enrich my own life. Much like my rapper friend, who's only my friend here.
And they'll be good because you can they can start to pass on the karmic debt, so they'll have to
Exactly. Shoulder the burden. My thoughts precisely. I feel like I'm kind of like Sam in that I like running these ideas by my epistemic superiors and peers and having them confirm them. So thank you. This was really good. I appreciate this, Mark. Thank you.
I just walked in a few minutes ago, and it was you. It was Pepe screaming. I didn't expect him to show up.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad, Sam. I'm sorry, bro. Look, I genuinely expect to be moderated. It would have even kind of served my plan because my plan was if I get moved down, then he's got no excuse when I come back up to say the N-word and stuff, So I apologize to you. I do apologize that, and I know I'm quite boisterous on your stages, so please feel free to moderate me. Also, I got mods, if you noticed, and I moved myself down because they didn't want these people to feel like they weren't welcome here.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Cool. Oh.
I like it's I know we've already shared each other, you shared your view on why you don't really like this strategy or tactic, but it is kind of funny though, when you start a conversation where someone wants to be an intellectual and you're bro, I'm not talking to you, you're a retarded racist. I'm me, you racist? No. It's in a discussion about I don't listen to this guy's retard N-word. N-word.
Cool.
You're doing them a favor. He's here for infinite race war screaming.
No, I do agree, but then so I know that we're in these curated spaces where people, at the very least, there's going to be a TOS violation. So really what he wants is that kind of interaction in a chillism kind of space. It's the same with Cynic. I'm on this new campaign of just going into rooms and just saying kind of provocative things to Cynic and then getting him kicked out. Because the reality is well, I don't know if Cynic is an agent such that he has intentions or anything. So maybe there's it's completely a feat in that way. I don't know, but it seems like he kind of wants
make this content about things that he wants. I don't think that he's really into the drama anymore. So I guess he's trying to burn bridges.
Yeah, when was this? I totally forgot.
Hello? 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 Oh, fucking, do I look like... How's your week been for tomorrow night?
I don't think there's anything wrong with people crying, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with a man crying if he feel the need. But I'm just not a big time crier, anyway.
To us, it's like planting a tree. The tree doesn't think about growing; it happens, right? It's nurtured, it's watered, and it grows in a way. And if it's not, it grows another way. And if there's shade, it grows in a different way.
Yeah, but Alfonso, isn't that just, like wisdom on how we should live our own lives? When we're hungry, we eat. When we're tired, we sleep.
Yeah. Is that you, Adrian? Yeah.
Is that you, Carletta?
Thank you for letting me know who you are. It's his newest account.
I gotta say, this anonymous feature is actually a lot of fun because people know that I live stream, and so they're watching my live stream having a shitstorm.
All three of your followers, how awesome.
I know, but that's the point, is why do people get paranoid or upset, that 3 people are watching them on YouTube? I just don't understand it.
No one's paranoid or upset. You're just...
No, I'm not talking about you or this room. I'm talking about,
Yeah, you know what?
What's up with this Clubhouse Plus, you guys? What's going on with that? What's going on?
Carlotta kicked me.
Okay. I'm gonna cut it at some point. My goal was to...
Oh, because he's on my shit. Carlotta's talking his shit. Carlotta's on his shit talking about his trans.
Yeah. I should be there soon. I should be there by about August. So yeah, I'll be gone then. I might do something. Do you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to fucking dye it an insane color just because I'll never do it again because I'll be way too old. But I was thinking white and then dye my beard white and look like Zeus and then take a picture like Zeus and fucking just shredded at 10% body fat. Man.
That's a lie. This is not a safe space. I got my ass ragtag.
That's right, Sela. I'm part of a...
Alright, can you play something of us, comedian? He was telling you earlier, Magnus, in his room. Why don't you play
No, I'm not playing her specifically. I'm just restreaming rooms.
That's right. That's right. Can you play me, if you don't mind? I've never heard myself on Clubhouse.
Well, what do you mean? You and I have recorded poetry together.
But that was rehearsed.
I'm your publicist or your publisher on YouTube. Your videos have tens of thousands of views reading Aleister Crowley.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, you're considered a Thelemite queen amongst Crowleyites.
What? Can you send me the video, please?
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, you got a couple hundred views.
Not bad. Did you really post it?
Yeah, I mean, when you were reading Crowley, I was recording shorts on YouTube.
Nice. Thank you.
I mean, nobody, it's not going around the world. It's not sensational, but I think it's pretty good. I think you have a very distinctive, reading voice or voice.
You
Oh yeah, when you read, it sounds like you have chocolate in your mouth or something.
Shut up. What does that even mean?
It means it sounds like you have like a laundry detergent ball in your mouth or something when you're talking.
You're so funny. I haven't come for hypnosis to your rooms. I think much needed, comedian.
No, what you really need is to just delete the app, go to the gym, and be productive. This app is a horrific spam, uh, death spiral.
Yeah, I came back. I had to get something done on here, and I am going. But I'm leaving. I'm going to Europe. I think I won't come back. Maybe.
What are you gonna do there?
I'll just move there.
Really, I was just dating this German chick who just moved back to Germany, and she was like, the last time I moved back to Germany, I cried on the whole way home on the flight.
Why?
She hates Germany, and she hates Germans.
I love Berlin.
She hates Berlin. She says it's a shithole.
It's not. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I like, going places, especially like dining and nightclubs. I'm sure Berlin has some awesome places and some super
Oh my God,
cool
Berlin's
people.
nightlife is just beyond measure.
I think
Like,
she,
they had a- Yeah, go ahead.
I think she's talking about like, I've seen videos of Berlin and it looks like, Paris. Like it looks like there's a lot of refugees and crime, but there's crime everywhere.
It depends where you live. Like when what was I telling you? Oh, so one of the clubs had rats in it, and it was like it was designed to be a shack. It was one of those expensive nightclubs. You had to go without shoes, and if you were a bit dressed, they actually send you back, no matter how much, like whether you paid for the ticket or not.
Cynic, how's your love life? I mean, you're here 40 hours a week, defending Gaza. I mean, apparently your love life must suffer.
Predicting cake.
Did you just call me a K word? I'm reporting you.
Go right ahead.
You're gonna have to get a new party hat, son.
Yeah,
I
Like,
just want to see if Sal's gonna kick me.
yeah, I'm really literally consulting with Marius about it right now.
You can't. They're stupid.
He's just angry.
Because of that room.
He has to work repairing laptops all day long, defending Palestine. It's exhausting.
But it is very interesting to me how she can accommodate Zionists and she can sit with Zionists. But when it comes down to someone using a derogatory word against Zionists and murder.
That's just a Zionist talking point. That's just a Zionist talking point, cynic.
Between a Jewish person and a Zionist, you realize that, right, cynic?
That's just a Jewish Zionist talking point, Salah.
Yes. They're all Zionists.
They're all Zionists. That's just a Zionist talking point.
I don't know the difference? Or do you think I don't know the difference? Of course I know the difference.
That's just a Zionist talking point. دلم برات خیلی تنگ شده.
Hey, that was pretty good.
How is it?
Yeah, I used to live in Los Angeles and I dated many beautiful Persian women in Tehrangeles. Unlike Cynic, who has never made love to a woman in his entire life.
Yeah, I wouldn't be completely surprised if Cynic was a virgin.
Cynic is just an anagram for incel.
Like what? Cynic, you're like what?
You see, it's like two fives making fun of a 10. Like it's hilarious.
Yeah, right, Cynic.
Comedian, you're an ugly ass motherfucker.
It doesn't. Listen, I'm 6'3" and I'm bald, but I still know how to love a woman. Do you?
Love, yeah, your imagination.
No, I don't project, shit that doesn't exist in the real world all day long like you. I don't sit there and talk about Zionist talking points all day long and while I'm repairing laptops here on Cloud House 50 hours a week.
See, your lineage, your background. Just look in the mirror, bro. You're just a cracker, man. That's all you
Just a cracker and a K word.
But at least he's married, so at least
Who's married? He's married. Who told you he's
I'm married to Hishem, Rabbeinu Shalom, every Shabbos on the Shekhinah.
he's had to have sex with a woman, even if it was against his will.
See, you know it's pretty gay when you get on your knees for another guy, right? You know that's pretty
Ooh.
gay.
Anti-Semitism, anti-homophobia. This guy is a cynic.
He's at least been forced to have sex with a woman before.
You were forced to have sex with a woman?
Nizam. We're talking about Nizam. We're not so sure about sinning.
Cynic, what does Islam teach us about oral sex versus vaginal penetration sex? Because, like, I was dating this girl from Gaza, and she wanted me to go down on her. I'm just talking about the Fessenjun, ladies. Just relax. That's right. I stream myself. I'm a comedian. I'm going to make it big one day, and I'm going to come back and throw some shekels around the room.
You know, right?
They kicked me. They kicked me. Why did they kick? Okay, so we're going to go in.
5 verse 4. Then I answered and said to the angel who talked with me, what are these?
We're going to go in with our anonymous. We're going to go in with our anonymous.
Gossip up here talking about gossip.
Oh, where are they at? Where are they at?
It's found in the way of righteousness. So
yeah. I know. Who the fuck is this? I know him. This nigga pays for this shit. I know.
That's the first time I seen, I see the Adon.
What is this shit? That's what I prefer. I think I'm gonna get rid of this bitch. I'm just gonna call. You have my number. Send me your number or whatever you want me to.
Discord.
Yeah, Discord.
I couldn't find it.
Well, I got your TikTok, so I mean.
I don't have TikTok.
No, I'm talking about Spiritos.
Spiritos.
Yeah.
I couldn't find your the copy link. Hold on, let me put it. Let's do it.
What's on my phone? I don't have. I have Discord on my tablet. I don't have it on this phone.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say?
Here, I sent it to you. Let's have the link.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, add me. I assume all Adons are federal agents.
Then just don't put them on.
Like, that's my new thing. I assume all Adons are anonymouses are federal agents.
Yeah.
What do you think they're after? Like Islamic extremists, Jewish extremists,
Jewish extremists.
Or just like no offense, just pedophiles or something like that.
What do you mean? No, what the fuck? You say no? Like no? What the fuck? No, nobody named the pedophile. What?
No, but I'm saying like I don't mean. I'm sorry. I hate to say that word, but because I don't like saying that word, the P word.
I mean, pedophiles should die.
Pedophiles should get murdered.
Should be killed. No, but these anons, they're federal agents, hypothetically.
Yeah, they're feds.
When they are, then well, I'm not gonna, it is.
Because they say you can pay to be one. So if I pay to be one, will I be a federal agent also?
Well, you would know. You'd be anonymous. You'd be Adon.
Can't pay for shit.
Yeah, I'm not paying for this.
Yeah, man, I'm not paying for nothing.
Halka diye bir şey herhalde Amerika'da vardır bilgi konularının gizliliğini
But I'd love to see him. If it was my room, I totally would.
It is your room.
That gets the room.
What?
So Cynic, I mean, what are you gonna do with your life? Like 80 hours a week here isn't enough. I mean, do you have any bigger, goals or ambitions with your life? Is this it? Is this what your whole life has come down to? Just talking all the time here, freeing Palestine all the time.
Or some shit. Like, yeah, dude. Hey, you're putting in a full-time job.
Yeah, it's a full-time job that you're doing here. At least CM plays music, DJs at big cool drug parties. What do, Cynic? You repair laptops and you yell at Zionists on this app all day long.
I'm chilling.
You're chilling?
Get some food.
You don't sound chill.
He repairs laptops, you said?
Yeah, actually, I got a couple laptops that are broken. Can I send them to you? It's true. What's your real name, Cynic? It's just Michael, right?
I'm just Michael, right?
You were in the Navy, and now you repair laptops and talk on Clown House all day long?
Bro, at least I'm not fucking sitting there with 20 fucking phones recording so I could get...
You got 20 laptops! You gotta fix them! You don't have time for no burner accounts and making YouTube videos.
I sell laptops,
Well, I create YouTube videos. Who's the bigger loser, me or you?
In my room alone, I have laptops probably worth your bank account.
You got laptops worth my bank account?
Just in my room alone.
Has like 10 fucking phones going at the same time. There's 6 viewers.
I have over $20,000.
That's not true. Every time I live stream Clown House now, I have 15,000 viewers on my... You know how many people are listening to Clown House through my YouTube? I swear to God, let me take the photo. I'll screenshot it.
Not that I need to brag to a loser like you.
Yeah, you don't have to brag to a loser like me, a K-word, a cracker, as you put it.
You are.
I'm a K-word cracker.
Sayla and Argus, you guys modded me.
You are absolutely.
Yeah, mod CM and kick Cynic.
Myself, Sam, you have been called to duty of arm. And let's see.
Ah, shit. We back in the liquor store. Pepe, I gotta ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So that piece of shit Himotheus in the other room, I was wondering, like, you're kind of actually like him, but the opposite of him. But, what I'm trying to say, is that, how do you describe a black Englishman, versus KP here? Like, what is the fundamental difference?
He's just so, he's somebody who, there's people... So there's people like me who were bored. I never did social media bullshit until the COVID. There's people like him. It's somebody who is very insecure. He gets a sense of validation by basically being the center of attention, and he wants to. I don't know. I guess sounds smart and interesting.
Well, the reason I bring it up is that I was thinking, you might talk to 100 African Americans, and let's say 20% of them are hyper political about reparations, white structural racism, etc. 20% of them, maybe if it's that high. But the 80% of African Americans who don't engage in that type of political rhetoric, and they're just, top dogs. To them, they know that shit is bullshit. They're real men. It's not this.
Well, I mean, I don't use Okay, so whether you're on the left or the right, generally the people that are the most people who have the most extreme views are generally going to.
China is talking.
Yeah, I mean they have the audiences. They're the ones who really want to air out their grievances, and so I don't really I don't look at them as like everyday black, just like I don't look at like the white people on social media as the everyday white people. I mean, if you were to be in like a white space, you would think, if you were black and you were overhearing this, that like, if there was a whole bunch of white people, let's just say like in a locker room or some shit, I could say like, oh hey, did you see that nigger I was playing basketball with? You know, what a monkey, like whatever, and then like, but in real life, we know how that plays out. They'd be like, whoa, language, wait, don't talk to me.
Rappers,
like, how dare you?
fucking
Like,
white troll song that like went viral.
It's almost like black people.
Yeah, that was the gayest song ever with that black hip hop artist who, you know, did the country song. Cynic probably appreciated him. Hi, Dean. How are you? You're like the Free Gaza Patrick Bateman of American Psychos, Dean. Dean, make sure you get some therapy. Go to the gym. Try not to be a sociopath like Cynic. Not everything is a Zionist talking point. Hello? You know, Dean, you don't call me a K word like Cynic, who actually uses the K-I-K-E word. It's pathetic, Cynic. Get a life, get a girlfriend, get a job, do something with your life. You can't repair laptops and talk on Clown House for the next 20 years. You'll never get a pension. Sorry, Cynic, that's just not the way Clubhouse works. There's no pension program here for talking 50 hours a week about freeing Gaza.
You got an Israeli flag. You got red, white, and blue American. And then I got an Israeli flag right next to it. He's making a smaller flag. He's making a smaller flag. And you're a fucking Freemason. I mean, you're LARPing, clearly. We all know they wouldn't fucking let you through the rank 1.
Oh, you think Freemasons are this elite institution where they won't take anybody in who's intelligent and has money? Give me a fucking break. Oh, are you a Freemason, Cynic? Oh, you must know everything about the Masons.
Literally, there's a Masonic temple right across the street. You can go sign up.
Wow.
At a low level, you're nothing but like, you pay dues and you're
just a fucking gym member.
It's a fucking gym membership to read books with people and eat pizza and drink beer. What's the harm in that? It's like Clubhouse, but in the real world, as opposed to just being here 80 hours a week spamming and submitting propaganda to everyone.
He's been reading the Kabbalah.
The Kabbalah.
2 years. 2 years of fucking.
2 years of reading Kabbalah.
Those are
But that's not his type. That's what he said.
Those are Nabani's comfort. Hey.
This shit is so funny. Oh, hi, Anonymous. Hi, Anonymous. Welcome to my room.
Just be like, hey, dude, look, I did this. Yeah, I fucked that fat bitch. Were you man enough to be able to do it? It was like, it has some weird things, like you dumpster dive to prove how, like, masculine you are. But
yes, and hogging was the thing, because when you get the rubber for the back,
well, you
snort.
only do that if you're gay, so.
No, you only do that if you're not gay.
Yeah,
exactly. Or black guys or upbringing, where sometimes you had to take them away a room.
It's gonna happen in every man's life.
I said back in the days, fat women used to be polite and easy, and you could use them as, you know, your cum dumpster.
Shut your faggot cracker mouth and tell your wife, hey, that you're sitting in a cup chair tied up while I rail her with my big white dick. This is gonna happen. You can protest, but your wife is going to end up putting.
You can cough, and that just helps me get off.
Yeah, I mean, your wife's gonna put the chastity device back on and put you in the doggy cage next time.
All married. AKB. Yeah, anyways, but this, I'm okay now after 10-15 days. But hey, but now this body positive, body shaming crap happened, wokeism, and these fucking fat bitches have more attitude than those fucking supermodels, man.
No, man, that's just not true.
When I was in college, that was called fatitude. Like, I'm serious. Me and my friends, like, we had a word for it. Like, you get like this one fat bitch that would be in a. I was never in a fraternity because I think like being in a fraternity it makes you a faggot. But with that being said, when it comes to like,
it would make you a faggot.
but when it comes to like, you would get like this maybe like one fat
Islamic countries. Сегодня сообщение скинул, прочитать не
I don't even think the Iranis are that radical. I'm not gonna lie, but they are very brainwashed. That's for sure. The Shiites, Muslims, are very brainwashed and are very. I mean, they're all brainwashed, but the Shiites are very organized. They're very organized and very uniform.
Very organized. Did you see the fucking fireworks they launched into Israel? They didn't do a fucking thing.
Huh?
Remember when Doomsday was about to happen and Iran launched hundreds of rockets into Israel? Fucking fireworks. That shit was garbage. It's like fucking, they took like a hot water tank and strapped a rocket to it and called it a fucking bomb. It was nothing. Pathetic. Israel and America is going to wipe their asses and drop a fucking bunker buster on their nuclear weapons research underground facility and blow it to fucking Shemayim. Then they're going to cry about it.
You sound so drunk. You okay?
No, I'm actually not drunk. But that's my drunk voice. That's my annoying, obnoxious, K-I-K-E Ashkenazi voice that I've been called a Zionist talking point peddler on this app.
No one's gonna bomb their nuclear facility.
Bullshit. They're gonna bomb Iran. Bomb Iran.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna do that.
Dude, you don't understand. They're gonna do it. I'm surprised they didn't already do it. They fucked up and they should have done it a long time ago. They should have done it when George Bush was president.
George Bush literally enabled Iran by getting rid of Saddam. What are you talking about?
I know, they should have. There's that story where General Wesley Clark came from the Pentagon and he says, I just came back from a meeting and they said we're going to attack 8 countries. 8 countries. Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan. So Iran somehow escaped Iraq and Afghanistan's, assault. But Iran was on the chopping block. I don't know why. Probably the lobbyists in D.C. were able to pay the right people off and prevent a ground invasion. But they should have. They should have gone in there and they should have taken Tehran because thousands of U.S. soldiers died as a result of Iranian intelligence and giving IEDs to the Afghanis.
That's beautiful.
Hey, Midas. What's that guy's name in your PTR? Because I've seen his YouTube channel. What's that guy's name?
I thought he was your daddy.
You thought he was my daddy?
Oh, child. Oh, child. What's happening, Rabbi? How you doing, Midas? I'm doing good, man. How's it going with you? I'm doing amazing. I'm just studying, man.
Are you in control of your life yet, Midas? I've seen your rooms. I was like, should I click on that shit? Or can I really get control of my life by talking to Midas? I thought to myself for a second. I was like, nah, fuck no. Midas ain't got nothing intelligent to talk about.
Oh, Midas is actually very intelligent.
Really?
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. What God do you follow?
What God do I follow? I follow the God.
Name him.
God.
No, God is not, the word God is not a name.
Whoa, it's not a word?
No, this is the thing, right? He thinks he's funny, but he's very low IQ. So how's it going, Rabbi?
You think you're funny, but you low IQ. You just projecting onto me. I'm a mirror.
Hey, Midas, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, man?
Doing good, brother Eton. How's it going with you, man?
Okay, thanks.
Eton is one of the better speakers, by the way, Jewish speakers. I salute you. That's right.
That's right. He's a reasonable man.
Thank you, guys. That's nice.
But
What do you guys think about?
Hey,
Rabbi
Eton still owes his money, his brother some money, and he's only a product of Skokie.
Yeah, what about the money?
What happened to your brother? Did you ever give him the money?
Oh, that money.
That was a long time ago at this point.
Yeah, we
Rabbi, you're a big kicking me out last night, you fucking Jew.
Fuck, not your fucking nigga. I'm sorry, Midas. I always say it, not because he's black, but because he's mentally deficient. That point.
You're a piece of shit, man.
Well, why can't you be like Midas?
Yeah, why can't you be like Midas?
I'm mean, nigga.
What? But why can't you be a smart, well-educated, decent black man?
Alright, go suck a dick, man.
Damn.
That's just the truth.
So F word.
Wasn't the N-word more used for Jews when they first came to America? Because they were so stingy with their cash? I don't know, man. These Jews run everything, so who gives a fuck?
But I'm not even a Jew.
Who are you, a sand nigger?
I am a sand nigger, yes.
Holy shit, you can diagnose quickly, Dr. F.
Well, technically, like, if a Jew is from the Middle East, yeah, he is a sand nigger, yes, that is true.
I'm a sand nigger.
Wait, what are you? Eton, what is you? Are you an Iraqi?
I'm a camel.
But they voted you out.
If I had a camel, I'd ride on it.
You fucking Osama terrorist monkey?
Well, that's what Muhammad said, actually, that if a woman should always be obedient to her man, and if he tells her that he wants to fuck while they ride on a camel in public, she should do it. That's literally
Radical Islam.
Well, no, that's just voyeurism and exhibitionism.
Well, the most confusing day in Saudi Arabia is sex education and driver's ed. It's very hard on the camels.
What does Islam say about redheads?
Oh my god, you're obsessed with this woman.
I'm joking.
I don't know, actually.
Don't get her back. Who cares?
It says that all redheads are actually African Americans.
No, because Chinese, they call the white people, they call them the red devil. They have red hair.
Hey, Todd, I think you should get back with the girl.
Islam doesn't say anything about red hair.
You done her.
Fuck y'all.
You can't get back with a girl because you ain't never, you're always with a girl.
Who dumped you?
That's a very good question, actually. I think I lost interest, and I think she formally did the paperwork. Oh my God.
Well, you know what they say, Tom? Find them, feed them, fuck them, and forget them.
Well, I'd rather fuck them without feeding them. Shut up.
How are things going in the 45th District, comedian? I miss Jefferson Park.
Yeah.
What?
It's fucking shootings down. I mean, things are good, I can't complain.
I used to go there every day in the morning. I used to change at the Jefferson Park train station there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but it was a cool name. It was a nice Polish neighborhood, right?
Yeah, I love this neighborhood. The food options here are top notch.
I mean, yeah, you feel the warmth of I don't know what it is, an immigrant experience there. Just
man, I was downtown on Friday night. These fucking motherfuckers, they take these dirt bikes and they run the engines at max, and the whole city just echoes with these motorcycles. It's unfucking. If I was like a police superintendent or alderman, I'd be like, get a machine gun and just fucking kill them all.
Why would you want to infringe on somebody else's freedom of movement?
They're disturbing the peace at 1 a.m, revving their engines in a major city, and the echoes are bouncing off all the buildings. No one can
You have to
sleep.
understand, Midas, those who are not in control of their own life, they feel the need to control other people's life. And in that, they see a form of power and stability.
There you go.
That's an absolute fact.
So this guy got scammed by George W. Bush, and he literally served. He didn't even go to fight, but he served. And then he realized.
Wait a second, who scammed who, Rabbi? Come on, I'm breathing over here. I'm breathing over here.
Which part of the military is he?
He was military intelligence, so he was like light scammed, but he was still scammed, and he would admit it.
Danny's here.
Hi, Danny. Love the new PTR. It's the road to the beach.
What did you get?
Handicap access.
Oh, I am handicapped. Did you find that out?
Danny, I love your second to last PTR with the shoes. You look like a clown in the bathroom.
Should I get rid of that one?
Yeah, you look like a clown.
Yeah, I don't like this one. My first one. Yeah, I like the blue hoodie. Are really cute. Wait, which one do you hate? The one for your.
PTR number 636.
Yeah, is that how many? I think there's a lot more than that. The last three, the most recent three, I don't like. So you hate them? So Bussy said I look like a chulo.
Yeah. You do look cholo.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Holy shit.
Like a train?
No, the clowns. What are those people called? I can't remember. The cholos.
A pantomime?
No, that was fucking that crazy band where those people dress up and they go to the clown festivals in the summer. Yeah, you're one of the cholos. Yeah.
You look like a what?
Well, Chronica, you look like a clown too.
Yeah, it's just a pink hair.
I see so many women who look like they're on the verge of dying and their hair is dyed blue or pink and they're walking their dog and they're so fat. And I'm like, why don't these fat fucks like jog with the dog, power walk with the dog, and all their hair is colored? I swear to God, we live in clown world. When your mental health goes to shit, you start resembling a clown.
I'll get my mental shit went to shit talking about
If I want, if I had a choice to be any clown, I probably want to be Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
He gives me mad pedo vibes.
Do you know how much money Ronald McDonald from all those McDonald's commercials made?
That's what I'm talking about.
Probably not. I'm loving it.
Ronald McDonald.
They're closing down all of these new McDonald's they opened. They're called like the Cosmics or something like that. Cosmic McDonald's or whatever the fuck it is.
I don't know what that is. I live in Israel, so we don't have that yet. But maybe we will.
No, they closed them down. They're not expanding them. I think because I don't know. It's different. It's a different quality. It was a higher quality McDonald's called McCosmics or something that McDonald's was opening up here and testing them, but. I don't know. To me, McDonald's is just like it's really bad quality food. I mean,
it sucks. But you know what? When I'm intrigued by the whole story, though.
I love.
It's a great movie about the story. Do you guys see that?
Yeah, I love that movie.
The Founder.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, Michael Keaton's great.
Mike Keaton played the part really cool too.
Oh, I don't know any actors.
It's great. So, yeah, it's just amazing how he got out of his problem too. You remember how he got out of this problem?
You mean at the end?
What?
You're talking about like how he bait and switched him at the end with the handshake, but wouldn't put it in the contract?
No, God forbid. I wouldn't like the ruthlessness. What I was intrigued was when he was in the bank, okay, and he was like the guys were the bankers screaming at him, we're not giving you any more money, you owe us, and this, and whatever. Somebody on the side was listening to all this. And he pulls him off on the street. He goes, listen, you have to understand one thing. You made like so many, I don't know, branches within like such a short time. And you're not making money off of these burgers, but you're not in the burger business. What he made him figure out was he made him think outside of the box, which was brilliant. He said, you're in the real estate business. All you have to do is just sell them the property or rent the property to them because you know that there are going to be thousands and thousands of McDonald's. And whether they make a 2% profit on their branch or a 5% profit, it's none of your business. Just as long as they're paying you rent. And
well,
they shifted everything for Ray Kroc.
Well, see, after that scene, he had a meeting with the McDonald's brothers, burgers, the brothers, and they were like, "What the fuck are you doing, Ray?" And he's like, "I started a new business." So that was when I was like, holy shit. That's the amazing thing about business is if you partner with somebody, if there's not like some kind of exclusivity or something, you can just fucking clone it and be like, I started another one. I mean,
Of course, there are agreements that say you cannot. My father threw one of his partners out in the jewelry business and said, you can't be in this business, in this area, in this region for the next 5 years or something like that. But what do we call actually? You have you ever been to the first McDonald's comedian?
yeah, in Des Plaines, yeah.
God, this is boring. Let's talk about butt sex.
Yeah, let's start.
What do you want to know?
What, Rabbi? What's your butt life? What, Rabbi? What's your butt sex life? What's fat life been like for you? No pleasures, Rabbi.
Oh, but you can check my FetLife page. If you're interested, you can check my FetLife page. I'm actually a big
So are you on Hinge and Bumble as well, or just FetLife?
No, that's too boring.
Here's a question I heard for guys. Okay, if you had a choice to take 1 inch or 2, let's say, from your height to add it to your dick, or the other way around, which one would you choose?
I don't know. I mean, I think I'm appropriately sized for my size, and if I was any bigger, I mean, based on my interactions, it's sufficient. So I don't think adding to it will add to the female pleasure.
Honestly, I'm 6'1", and I don't think being tall, like, okay, I'm a martial artist, right? Like, I do jujitsu. When you're tall, there's downsides to that. Like you're a lot easier to take down. There's a lot more risk
I mean,
when you have long legs. I envy the short guys that they stay low to the ground. They have really good center of gravity. They got really good wrestling. Honestly, I would shave 2 inches off my height.
Is your martial arts hobby and your interest in butt sex related?
And add it to your schlong, because that was the other part of the deal.
Bigger dick is what you're saying.
What is the average dick for a guy anyway?
Look,
4.5 to 5.5 inches.
Danny, don't you be worrying about my dick size. You're married.
Oh, Charles, since when does that stop anybody?
The average is 4.5 to 5.5.
No, I'm talking about vertical height.
Most guys,
like 5'10".
Most guys have shit cardio, which means that their blood isn't pumping through their body.
Yeah,
well,
we know where you're going with this, sure.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue with dick size, because you want to grow your dick, work on your fucking cardio.
Oh, especially. Well, I mean, there's a reason why there's Viagra.
Well, yeah, there's Viagra because people they're not in shape.
What would happen if you took Viagra though and got on a treadmill?
That's actually not true. Have you ever been to a sex party where you have to keep fucking for 4 hours?
Oh God.
Monica, you sick ass.
What do you call your show, Rabbi? The Aristocrats?
Oh.
It's a joke. It's a comedian's joke for comedians. It's called The Aristocrats. You should watch the movie. It's very funny. Meaning that you're so vulgar, at the end of it, the producer says, what do you call your act? And they say, The Aristocrats.
I'm telling you why people use Viagra. Because how can you keep a hard on for 4 hours?
Who would want to have sex for 4 hours? That seems like painful.
Go to a sex party and figure out.
Well, like Eyes Wide Shut? I thought we told you never to talk about that party, Dr. Rabbi. If we told you if you ever mentioned one word about that party to anybody here on Clown House, there would be serious repercussions.
Dude, I went to a sex party with Anne.
In Detroit? Was Kunta Kinte there?
She came to Canada. We went to a sex party.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we had the best pile. Like 15 people were watching.
Did you live stream it on Clown House?
No, you're not allowed to take photos or anything inside. Come on, comedian. You're twice my age. You should be the one teaching me.
I'm very vanilla. I've never had non-vanilla sex. I've never seen a non-vanilla party. Like, my whole life has been very generic.
But that's exactly it. That's why you get cucked. Because you're vanilla. Because I told you a million times, when a bird wants to drink from a pond and it finds it totally dry, it drink from another pond. That's exactly it.
I mean, you can only get cucked if you allow yourself to get cucked.
That's not true. If you can't please your woman, if you can't even, if you can't locate her G-spot, naturally, someone else will.
That's not what... Okay.
Yeah, but 99% of orgasms...
That's not... Okay, shut the fuck up when I'm talking. Another man fucking a woman because she's not being pleased, that's not what being a cuckold is.
Yeah, it is. It is if you know about it.
But Rabbi...
Okay, Dylan, you're assuming that he has to want for him to be a cuck.
But Rabbi, the point is 99% of orgasms don't happen on the G-spot. They happen on the clitoris.
You admitted to getting ass once every 3 months.
That's not what being a cuck is. That's just a woman not being faithful.
Dylan, what are your anal experiences?
Excuse me?
What have...
You know about it and think it's bad, and that's tough.
Let me think about that.
Chronica was with a cuck. His name is Jason.
Oh, I'm thinking about that. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Yakov is here.
Well, you know about it, so you're technically a cuck.
Yakov.
Are you back with Jason?
Yes.
Oh my God, where's the cuck? I want them to talk to him.
He's not here right now. Well, about it, he hears you.
You actually have a cuck boyfriend?
He doesn't like to acknowledge it.
But he is a cuck.
Yuck.
Pretty much.
Yuck. The cuck is yuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes wild when he hears my voice because I call him out for being a cuck every damn time.
Damn. Is Dylan
and
so...
That's why I sometimes let him do it because it makes me feel good because I can't say that.
What? Chronica became homeless because of me once.
Yep.
Really? What was it like living on the streets?
Are you proud of that, Randy? Yes, fuck yes. Holy fuck. Of course
Dude is here. Look out. Dude might get angry.
Yaakov, I don't feel true when I can get people kicked out of their homes without even being there. Shut up.
Yakov, what's that in your PTR?
What did you say, Adrian?
Yakov, what's that in your PTR?
Like, trying to figure out how to kick you out of his room before?
Oh, that was so funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he said, who is this guy? Yakov, who is this guy? Like, I don't know.
They were watching my YouTube live stream, like, panicking. Like, how do you kick somebody with the anon?
Just gone to your other room in the hallway.
I know, it's so stupid. I'm dealing with, like, geriatrics over here. I want to be a geriatric, too, though, one day, so...
Anyways, comedian, I gave you my steps, my 5-step program. You should work with it. Why are you ignoring it?
What are the 5 steps again?
Geriatric?
No, he's talking about love life.
Well, because he admitted that he gets ass once every 3 months, and I told him if you follow my 5-step program, you'll be getting more ass than a toilet.
So what is the 5-step program again?
I telegrammed it to you.
I don't have Telegram.
Make $100 million, step 1.
Yeah, I agree. I was recently paying...
I would say the more commas in your net worth, the easier it is to get.
You know, that's a yod. That's a yod, basically.
For free. What? I'm giving it to him for free. I mean, people usually would pay for it. It's actually a very good 5-step program.
That's a Zionist talking point, Yakov.
He actually even got the math wrong. I had to explain the math to him. To who? Are you talking about El Normo? No, to Amir. Oh, yeah. I'm saying 6.5% of the land that was allocated for Jews was actually purchased. Turns out it's 11% because the denominator he's dividing by is all of the land, including Georgia.
Yakov, he's blind.
Well, who cares about Amir? Turns out that apparently El Normo got lynched today or yesterday.
Yeah, I live streamed that room and people were commenting in the chat about that.
What happened?
I didn't hear it. I walked out, but you know, El Normo is a fierce lion of Judah, and you know he's unstoppable. No one can defeat him.
Well, that's because no one can speak. But no, I'm not talking about his Amir situation. He got lynched in the Jewish rooms, apparently.
He did?
Yeah.
Well, which one? Like Jeff's room? Because I would hardly call that like, you know, a proper lynching.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I was just told by some birdie that El Normo got lynched. Because El Normo apparently he's been high on the radar right now. I mean, he's been beefing with McZad. Like a few days ago.
Yeah, people don't like his position on, you know, victory through strength.
He doesn't even believe in that. He's a liberal.
That's not true. He believes that the hostages should be freed and justice should be metered out to those who are guilty.
Oh, do you guys actually believe anyone cares about the hostages? Do you really believe that?
Yeah, I recited all their names today and said a special prayer to Hashem, all 58 names. Let me change my PTR, I swear to God.
You know, if you
My mom does it every day, Rabbi. So you don't understand the Jewish psyche.
Oh man, if you personally, comedian, if you pray for their release, they will never be released. I can tell you that. You personally.
PTR, let's do it right now. I'll say all their names right now. Let's do it.
So you guys aren't even joking, like
Alon Ohel,
no.
Ariel Cunha, Avi Natan Or, Bar Cooperstein, Bipin Joshi, David Cunha, Eitan Horn, Eitan Moore, Elkanah Bobat, Avatar David. See, these are real people sitting in somebody's kitchen in Gaza, and they're wondering, like, when they pass out the aid and it looks like Dune World, and they're wondering, like, why aren't the IDF coming to save me? Like, what are they waiting for? Like, come to this kitchen in Mrs. Mahmoud Abbas's fucking aunt's house and free me from this fucking horrible fucking diet over here. I kept kosher before all this. Now I gotta eat fucking goat and USAID rice?
Oh boy.
I mean, if it was up to me, would I rather live in somebody's kitchen and eat their mensiv? Or would I rather, you know, a fucking Patriot drone bomb comes by and takes them all out and like some IDF hero swoops in and brings me to Tel Aviv to go to Kuli Alma? I mean, that's just me. I want to go to Kuli Alma for Shabbos.
Oh, man, I want to be a multi-millionaire.
I'll go with you.
Let's go to Kuli Alma and party in the small room.
Okay, how many rooms are there? Well, tell me the last
At
one.
Kuli Alma, there's like a ton of rooms.
How many?
Yeah, but you're the first woman to say that you would go with comedian anyway.
I'll just be there. You can be there too.
Yeah, we don't have to go as a date. We just want to go party at Kuli Alma.
Yeah, but usually, I mean, you know more than I do. They all
fee now is crazy. It's like, I think it's 80 shekels.
Ugh, it's so annoying leaving Kuli Alma at 4 a.m. and trying to get, you know, fake Ubers they have in Israel.
No one does that anymore. You just scooter home.
Oh.
That's right.
So how's...
Scooter?
Yeah, I can scooter. I'm good at scootering.
Who are you?
She's Benjamin. She's Benjamin Netanyahu's niece, and all she does is make Zionist talking points.
Yeah, that is true. I love Elle. She's a good girl, but she, as I said, she's like hardcore brainwashed. But she's a Jew, so that's like normal. I accept her.
I'm just proud.
Oh, pride is a sin.
Do you live near Dizengoff?
But I accept you, Boo Boo. I wouldn't tell you to change or anything, but I will always call you out for all the
No, I don't.
Huh?
Hmm?
What do you say? You say I don't?
He asked where I live.
Who asked where you live?
Requit.
Mirror selfie.
I have no fucking clue what you're saying.
Requit asked her if she lives on Visigoth Street in Tel Aviv.
We quit in the U.S. See, that's what I've been saying. Public schooling in America is like the worst I've ever seen in my entire life.
You have no idea how bad it is.
No, but not you. They don't know how to say requit.
I went to private school
You're
too.
even mispronouncing it.
What turns out that private schools are even worse than public ones in America. Shit, I don't mind.
Do you have like Kleenex stuffed up your nostrils?
No, that's the way he sounds.
To pronounce it, is it requiem?
If you pull up the profile, you'll see from connotation or from context the proper pronunciation.
Requit, your hair isn't really kosher.
Yeah, Requit, what's going on with your hair there, bro? Do you have hair plugs?
Well, it's not kosher.
No, I just got a really weird haircut.
Or did you get a fade on the sides?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, man. We're gonna gotta clean that mirror up a little bit, though.
Yeah.
And polish the glasses. I can see some smudge.
Sneeze on it, or is that
No, it's toothpaste.
Toothpaste? Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
You have like a machine that like brushes your teeth and just
Yeah,
spits
it's
flying
called
everywhere.
Windex. Yeah, and when you floss and you get all that chicken meats flying out all over the glass, you gotta clean it, Requit.
No, I wanted it to be like a very raw photo.
Interesting.
More than raw.
Requit, what you gotta do is go to a fancy bathroom in a fancy restaurant and just take a selfie there by the toilet. That's what all the girls do. Yeah. Why do girls do that? I don't
But
understand.
why do women always go in pairs? Like, what's that? Is there like
Yeah.
some amazing thing going on in the women's room? Like,
Yeah,
it's supposed to
free
be
shit.
sex.
It's called free shit.
Lesbian sex.
No, it's called tag teaming people for free shit. I see it all the time here at restaurants.
What they do is exactly this. They go there to gossip and they go there to take selfies, and that's basically what it is.
Yeah, and men indulge them. Or they go by themselves on somebody else's credit card. Some men have so much money. It's
I
unbelievable.
have this notion that the women's room is like Shangri-La. Like, you walk in and there's like people like giving them manicures, and there's like a wine bar, and there's
That's exactly like the girls' room portion of that show on Nickelodeon. What was it?
I'm doing this from memory. Or my imagination, I should say. I've never seen
No,
Nickelodeon.
wait. So that's like the girls' room from the Nickelodeon show for those under 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm double that.
Teletubbies.
The Amanda show.
Yeah.
Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, they had a whole section called the girls' room, and they like did all of that stuff in the girls' room together.
See, I know. See, I could be a television writer.
You
I
could
always,
be.
when my wife and I are watching movies, I can come up with the lines that are coming next, almost to the point where it annoys the crap out of her. I was like, I could write
Oh my
this shit.
gosh, you actually talk while you're watching
the
shit?
Nickelodeon documentary?
Yeah.
What was it called?
Spam.
Nicholas?
I don't know, but it was
Yeah.
about how like Amanda Bynes and every other part of their talent was abused on set, off set.
By the parents, by the directors, like
everyone, parents, crew, writers.
I think that's a form of child abuse to get your 5-year-old to ditch school, and instead of being in kindergarten, they're saying, "What you talking about, Willis?"
You know, I used to call myself out of high school. I would leave a voicemail with my dean and say, "Hi, this is Mr. Kitover. John, unfortunately, today is a dental appointment at 1 p.m., so he won't be coming into school today. Call me back at 847 if you have any questions. Thank you. Have a great day."
Docs, Northern Chicago.
847. Oh yeah, it worked. And then one day the dean, after doing it for like a couple months, she calls me and she goes, "John, sit down." I said, "Yes. Am I in trouble?" And she goes, "Let me play you a voicemail." And it's me calling myself out of school, and I couldn't stop laughing. And she says, "This is not funny. You have an in-day Saturday, suspension." And I was like, "Oh fuck."
You say, "Yeah, but it's Shabbos."
I should have. That would have been funny.
I mean, if you were thinking about your Jewish heritage.
I didn't have much Jewish education happening in high school. I was just, going to high school.
Oh, you're a late bloomer?
Yeah, I did birthright when I was a freshman in college. I came back, and the chaplain at the college, he says, I heard you did a birthright trip to Israel. I said, I did, chaplain. He says, but you're not Jewish. You lied on the application. I said, well, my father's Jewish, my mother's gorgeous. And I said, and by the way, chaplain, this is America. I can be a Muslim on a Thursday, a Jew on a Friday, and a Christian on a Sunday. And he said, get the fuck out of my office.
Wait, birthright takes patrilineal Jews?
I lied and said my mom was Jewish on the application.
Oh, they don't have detectives and comb all over the
No, there's no detectives at birthright.
No, but we have the master files.
Well, so we went to Masada, and this big fat blonde chick who later disclosed to everybody that she was a patrilineal Jew. So many people were freaking out on the birthright trip that she was a patrilineal Jew, and she didn't disclose it, and she got shunned. And I was like, oh, I'm not saying shit. Like, I'm not going to stick up for her. I'm not going to out myself.
If you tell me what year I have the email addresses of everyone who went on your trip. I can do it retrospectively if you want.
2001.
2001, okay, hold on. Did you go in June, July, or August?
I don't know, probably July, and it was called...
Okay, July, did you leave out of Newark or out of JFK?
Actually, I think we left out of Los Angeles, maybe.
Los Angeles. Oh, hold on, that's going to take a little while longer to find.
Oh, maybe it was JFK. Maybe, I can't remember. Yeah. I feel like it was LA. But I know the name of the organization that sponsored our birthright trip. It was called Shorashim.
It still existed back in the day?
Yeah, and ours was about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. So we met with an Israeli general who gave us a lecture about the Cold War with Egypt. Well, we had a lot of it. We had Palestinians meeting with us who said, in a whisper, if they knew that I was meeting with you, they would kill me. I'm serious.
And then yet another one said, if they know, they would throw me off a bridge.
We ditched the program one night, this girl and I, and we went to King David Citadel Hotel in Jerusalem. And we had a great dinner, and then they roped us in the lobby, and we joined somebody's wedding, and we actually went to the reception afterwards, partied and drank and ate at the guest table. And I didn't speak any Hebrew, and we're in their wedding videos dancing with the bride and groom. And so we get back to the hotel.
You didn't have fancy clothes.
I know. I was literally wearing a tank top at the wedding. How fucking gross was that? And so we go back to the birthright, the hotel that they put us in, and our counselors are waiting for us. And they're like, where did you go? And I was like, we went to King David Citadel Hotel. We crashed a wedding. They're like, we thought you kidnapped Daniela. I was like, kidnapped Daniela? They're like,
was Daniela the patrilineal Jew?
No, she's full Jewish. She's like Israeli. She was on the trip with us. She was just my date for the night. And so... anyways, they said that they were sending me home immediately. So the next day, or even that evening, I apologized profusely. And then they're like, okay, you can stay on the trip.
You should have just said, isn't Judaism about redemption?
They were so angry with me. But at the same time, I think it would have been more trouble to send me home, because that means they would have had to, escort me to the airport, make sure I got the ticket.
Yeah, we got to take it to Tel Aviv.
Yeah, I was like, if you guys want to kick me off the trip, kick me off the trip. I'm like, yeah, I was like, I'll just go enjoy Israel the rest of my, I'll stay here forever. I mean, I had a lot of money then. I was like, shit, I should have just left the trip. But it was fun. We had a great time.
So, Els, what's doing with you? Everyone's falling asleep. Even Randy fell asleep.
I'm studying.
I'm studying? What?
Yeah, right.
CFA?
That's fine.
That's fine.
You can't study.
Have you, is Black Scholes in there?
Yeah, but that's more derivative, so I'm not there.
Have you taken...
option pricing.
Are you gonna...
Because I call it nigger Scholes. That's how I remember it. The fucking nigger Scholes falling out.
Oh my god. How do you want to remember? Like I'm telling you, man, the CFA is pretty fucked up.
It's gotta be tough exam.
Isn't
The
it?
guy at the top of our class in business school had to take it twice.
Isn't it ridiculous though that a Series 7 broker who manages $1 billion in assets is going to make more than a CFA?
Series 7 is just not as good as grade. Usually they don't manage money.
What are you talking about? If you're a financial advisor at Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, etc., you have to have a Series 7 and 63.
That was just for the traders.
No, those are financial advisors licenses. They trade on your behalf, but they're managing your assets and they're taking 1 to 1.5%. So if they got $1 billion under assets under management, which is only like 1 in every couple hundred.
Do you think a CFA is like doing trades for you?
No, they're managing the portfolio.
Yeah.
The CFA is not doing trading.
Why?
That's what you said.
Why is it so complicated though?
I thought he's saying. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. I thought you were saying something.
Doesn't matter. Why is the CFA test so difficult when what they do is no different than managing your own portfolio? I don't understand it.
Because, okay, see, if you knew a thing or two about CFA, you would never buy Walgreens and tell me to buy it right before it went down by 80%.
I like the cashew prices at Walgreens, Randy. I told you that's where I get my cashews at half the price.
So you got fucked with Walgreens.
That's why I like the stock. They sell great peanuts at a great price. It's all I buy at Walgreens is the peanuts.
Dude, all I had to do was go look into their financials. And like, that's such a horrible. And I told you, remember? I told you right then and there. Like, that's the worst stock anyone could ever buy.
Yeah, just losing, bleeding money. But let me see where it's at. Let's see where it's at. I bet you it's up. Let's see. WGN stock. Oh, no. Let's see. It's at 1124, 9.7 $billion market cap. Look at these 6 month and year to date. It's back up. Let's look at a 5-year. Holy shit, it's way down on the 5-year.
Let me tell you guys, I bought a leap. A call option.
Of what?
Open Door Technologies.
Really? Oh, that fucking company sucks.
Yeah, that's why I bought the leap, because they're gonna refine.
It's a horrible company. I'm gonna buy it.
Dude, it's at 69 cents, half a billion in market cap. If you look at the 5-year, it's dead, dude. This thing is not coming back. It's gonna just go to zero.
Did you hear my plan for the whole Bitcoin?
My Carvana real estate. What?
I'm asking comedian. I think it was the whole Bitcoin MicroStrategy.
Yeah, I heard your rant.
Stop with the swing trading, comedian.
I don't trade anymore. I'm cashed out.
What do I think about what?
Not you, nigga. Oh my god, this guy.
Trading is just another job. I'd rather be here on Clown House just recording people all day doing nothing.
Trading
is that?
Make money.
Yeah, you make money at a job. What do you think? There's something special about trading? Like time doesn't equal money?
All the money I pay in a year in income tax, I replenish with my trading.
Yeah. Well, okay, good for you.
Right, that's something, right? No, I think trading is very important. Trading and investment, that's very important.
Just make sure you're trading within an IRA so that you don't pay taxes.
That's
yeah,
nice.
But in Canada, there's more than that. So we have like other accounts that are not, like it's like a normal account, but it's tax free. I don't pay capital gains. I never paid capital gains.
What do you trade in? Just a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA, or what do you or all of them? What are you trading?
I trade in Robinhood.
I know, but how's your account set up?
That's how you know he's a newbie.
Is it just a traditional brokerage you have, or do you manage all of your different profile types in there?
I buy individual stocks, and I also have a E-Trade account from 20 years ago.
Oh, I bought a huge amount of stocks like a couple of years ago, like 500 different stocks, and
you should have doubled your money then.
Yeah, I did. But
you made. How would you buy 500 different stocks?
You know why? Because every time you own one share in one stock, they will always mail you those quarterly annual reports and the what is it, section or whatever the Schedule G is or whatever. And so like it's just crazy that they will spend so much money mailing you their annual reports. And so the postal employee woman, fucking, she's bringing like boxes of annual reports to my house. I'm like, I can't believe how much mail I'm able to generate by just owning one share. You know, that's all it takes. I'm sure even if you had fractional.
You do know that that's part of your transaction fee, right?
Oh, I don't think so. The company pays for it, and they're required by the FTC.
Dude, that's the broker, man. That's not the company.
No shit. But I'm just telling you that. Well, no, the company actually, I believe, pays. Yeah, the company pays for those annual reports to be sent out to all their shareholders. It's a huge expense.
The annual reports to be made, and then they have the obligation to do that as a publicly traded company, and then your broker has the obligation to give you that as a broker.
Yep.
They're the ones who are paying.
Yep. But I just find it amazing. And the other thing is, also in those annual reports, it gives you the entire executive staff. So if you want to just like look those people up on LinkedIn, it's like, holy shit, you have a huge intelligence network of all these people that work at every major corporation, and it's like right there in the paperwork. You just look them up.
And then what?
Then you build yourself a network of individuals that work in all these corporations on LinkedIn.
They don't talk to you.
They do. Because I'm Adrian Dittman.
That's Elon Musk.
I know. If you just Google Adrian Dittman, you'll see that like they're like, somebody named John Kitover is going around calling himself Adrian Dittman. He's not the real Adrian Dittman.
You know his mother's family's from Canada and they're fascists?
Why do you think he's fascist?
I'm talking about his mother's family, why they went to Africa.
Oh, I see. Where do you live, Requit?
I live in New York.
Where, in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
You like Williamsburg or Greenpoint?
I like them both, but I prefer Greenpoint. It's quieter.
Yeah.
I'm an old man.
How old are you?
How old do you think?
38.
I just turned 43.
Oh, well, that's good. Did you think you'd ever make it to your 40s?
No.
If you could give your 20s self some advice, what would you say to yourself?
Good luck.
Don't be a nigger. Don't be a nigger.
Really? That's all you would tell yourself is good luck?
Yeah.
I would tell myself, Bitcoin faggot. Buy more Bitcoin. Stop being a cuck. Buy more Bitcoin.
Yeah, that could be like, yeah, that's Farmer's Almanac advice right there.
That's exactly the only advice you ever need.
What, Rabbi, you like Back to the Future too?
I'm just saying, like, I've been in Bitcoin since 2015.
Requit, he doesn't even know what Back to the Future 2 is.
Of course I know Back to the Future 2.
You know Biff Tannen?
I know Back to the Future 1 and 2.
So who's Biff?
No, that's what I mean. I forgot the names, man.
You can't forget Biff.
Yeah, you can't forget Biff Tannen.
No, but what I really want to do is make Aliyah.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
I did it.
How old were you when you did it?
20.
Okay, thanks.
Don't listen to her, Requit. You have to pay taxes when you go stay at the hotels in Tel Aviv.
Hold on, do you speak Hebrew?
Kind of. I can understand it, but not really speak it that well.
Oh, child. She sounds like Mixel.
Are you going to Old Pond?
I mean, like, my free Old Pond expired, so the only option is to pay for it, which I don't want to do, so I don't.
Requit, how about you start doing Shabbos and then think about Aliyah?
I do Shabbos. You can use electricity on Shabbos.
You should make Aliyah and actually go to Old Pond. Don't quit.
Like Rabbi disciplined your ass.
Don't requite Old Pond.
I mean, Requit, like, it could be pretty peaceful. I've thought about it, like, going to...
It's requite.
It's not Requit?
To make
It's not
no,
Reddit.
it's Wreck-It, like
What?
Wreck-It Ralph. No, it's not peaceful. Like Israel's a terrible place to move
It's not
to.
Reddit. It's requite.
No, all I'm saying is, like, what you're really going to be doing is, if you do Aliyah or you go there to study in some yeshiva, like, it's just called reading books. Now, I know a lot of people nowadays don't know what reading books
I'm a
requires.
real rabbi. I went to
Oh, you are a
seminary till I
rabbi.
was- I went to seminary till I was 25.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was learning Talmud for 12 hours a day from 14 years old.
Oh my gosh.
No, in New Jersey.
Yet you still don't
It's not fun.
Where, in Cherry Hill?
What, Rabbi?
You don't even do Shabbos.
I did Shabbos for my whole life.
I've been studying Talmud for 12 hours a day since you were 14. How many tribes settled in the east of the Jordan? And what were they?
Manasseh, Gad, and half of Ephraim. Maybe I have to check.
No, Manasseh. Tribe. Manasseh isn't a tribe, it's a half tribe.
Yeah, they are.
No, it's half tribe.
Ephraim and Manasseh are both half tribes.
Correct.
Reuben, Gad,
It's
Manasseh.
neither half or Ephraim. You can't say.
Don't, Raquit, don't you know you're talking to a Hashemite? And if Hashem means anything, these are the people of Hashem.
My God, it's Reuben, Gad, and the half tribe of Manasseh.
Okay, I got it right. And I haven't opened the Jewish.
Is that where the Reuben sandwich comes from?
Where was the tribe of Judah settled when it comes to the altar or the tabernacle? Was it to the north, south, east, or west?
To the north.
You're talking about the tabernacle of Shiloh?
I'm talking about when they were in the wilderness.
It's to the north, man.
No friggin' clue, man.
East.
To the east. Ooh.
So you can take your 12 hours a day and shove it up your ass.
Oh, let me ask you a question. Which animal is used in making the tabernacle? What famous sea animal? A dolphin. What is the deal with a dolphin? What is? Yeah, why do they use a dolphin?
What's the difference between a whole burnt offering and a peace offering?
You mean an Ola and a Shlama?
It doesn't matter how you say it. What is it? What's the difference between offering?
An Ola is not eaten by, anybody. It's all for God. And a Shlomim, they eat from the animal after it's...
The animal is always...
How old are you?
No, you're wrong. An Ola is completely...
How old are you?
With the whole burnt offering.
I told you how old I am.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
She wasn't listening, Requit.
38?
With the whole burnt offering, what happens?
Yes, I'm 38. What?
With the whole burnt offering, no one eats it, you're right. But what
I just guessed.
What does the priest get out of it? Because the priest usually eats from the korban.
He gets a calorie. He gets
The
calories.
priest usually eats the kidney, the the clavim, which I think is the kidney, and what's it called? I told you I haven't opened a Jewish book in 10 years. What do you want from me?
Oh, wow, that is
I tried out.
I'm just telling you, you should come to my yeshiva.
So-
My yeshiva is a freaking, not only teshuva, but it's also aliyah.
He's so Jewish nowadays. Requit. So wait, when are you gonna get married? Because you could go do, Aliyah all you want, but what's the difference if you're not married? Or do you want to go there to get married? It's not gonna happen. You got to make it work here now.
No. You have to do it now. Where the fuck is my fucking here it is, right?
I have issues.
Well, who doesn't have issues? Have you ever dated a Jewish girl?
Yeah, and then I started dating non-Jews.
They keep showing up.
Oy vey. You know what the difference is between a Jewish girl and a non-Jewish girl?
What?
Absolutely fucking nothing.
Your kids won't be Jewish.
That's not true.
Oh, really? I can't just tell my kids, hey, by the way, you're Jewish, kids, read this book. Congratulations, you won the lottery.
Well, who said that they were not being Jewish?
Jewish. I thought the bloodline of from mother to that they become Jew always from a mother to Jew.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
It's a beautiful tradition, but I gotta tell you, if your kids ask you, "Mommy, Daddy, are we Jewish or are we Christian?" and you give them a book and you're like, "Yeah, you are Jewish. Hey, read this book." They're like, "Ah, we're Jewish now."
I don't know.
I'm just saying that's how kids work. You give them a book and you tell them to read it.
Comedian, you have kids?
Yeah, I've got 3 billion of them in between my legs right now.
I would consider modern Jewish people not really same as the time like.
Alan, you hit 30 yet?
No.
How long have you lived there for?
Well, that would give away my age.
She's like late 20s.
Okay. I don't really. If you haven't hit 30 yet, then I'm not really interested in your age.
She's actually 34.
See, Rec, what you need to do is just go stay at the.
34. I've been there for 14 years.
Rec,
Was that sarcastic?
No.
You're there 14 years and you don't speak Hebrew? What?
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, don't do yeshiva. Just go on vacation. Go stay at the 180-degree hostel on Tel Aviv Beach. Jog every sunset, and you'll solve all your problems.
Sure. There's no good Tel Aviv hostel on Tel Aviv Beach.
That's not true. You don't party on the rooftops at midnight with all the cute girls from all around the world?
Which hostel?
I told you. You're not listening. 180 degrees.
I don't think that exists.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat. Please hold.
A bar on the rooftop?
Yes. Yes. It's fucking awesome. I went to.
I've never heard of it, so.
Yeah.
I don't like hostels.
You're not cool.
I'm way too bougie.
Okay, I'm gonna get you the link because I had the time of my life at this hostel. Yep, it's still there. 180 degrees, a beachfront boutique hostel. It's fucking awesome.
I was there.
It's
probably expensive these days.
It's $67 a night.
It's not so bad.
It's nothing. Dude, that's the most amazing beach in the world.
Is it Fishman Beach? Freshman Beach?
Yeah, that's a good one too, but I'm just talking about like the whole strip as a whole. It's unbelievable. It makes the hotels in Jordan look like a joke.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, the move and pick. I've been there. It sucks compared to these hotels over in Tel Aviv.
You went
do you work American hours?
You know that, I'm not gonna dox. Doesn't matter. I know the Movenpick inside out, and it's horrible. The Marriott is also horrible. That's not where you want to go.
Where, Petra?
No,
Dead Sea.
Dead Sea. And you want to go to Kempinski,
Yeah,
or you want to go
Kempinski.
to Plaza. That's where you want.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Bereshit in Mitzvah Ramon?
No.
No, I would love to go there though.
Are they gonna build like?
Rabbi, do you know the hotels in near Eilat? And like the Jordanian side of Eilat, what is it called?
Aqaba.
The ones over there.
Aqaba's.
Go to Tel Aviv, which is right next to it. But it's been a while since I've been there. It's not very nice over there.
So no, it's much nicer. But you have Kempinski on your side.
Yeah, we have much better hotels.
Such better. Same with the Dead Sea. Dead Sea hotels in Israel suck.
Yeah, in Jordan we have the best hotels.
Horrible.
Oh, I will. I'll dox later. I'll tell you, but I'm not gonna tell everybody in the room. Shit.
Randy, when was the last time you were in Israel?
I didn't go to Israel.
Randy, when was the last time you made love to a Jewish woman?
I'm not gonna tell you when, but
Randy, you gotta go to Israel once.
Jewish women keep showing up in my life somehow. I don't know how that happens.
It's because you cosplay a fucking rabbi on a social audio chit chat app. You're fucking manifesting destiny with your propaganda spam, you schmuck.
No.
That is a valid point.
In my real life, like I never met a Jewish man.
Yeah, we know there's this thing called real life not using Clown House 80 hours a week. There's like this thing where people don't use Clown House.
In the real world, I meet 0 Jewish men, but Jewish women.
Jewish men?
They just keep showing up. I'm like, you guys are 100% liars. Like, you're not 15 million for shit. You're much more, but like they just keep showing up, dude.
That's a you problem.
Well, they do want these nuts. I'm not gonna lie, except for one, but because she only does black men. But like, yeah, the rest they do want these nuts.
I Are you talking about Yael?
No, I never met Yael in real life. No.
Supposedly she's in love with like a Lebanese guy.
She just went to visit.
Not my type. I wish her the best, but she's not my type. No. I have a type, comedian.
What is your type?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh, you don't want to dox? You don't want to dox your type? I mean, are you an ass man or a tit man, a face man? Like, what kind of man?
Definitely ass man, but like, different girls are beautiful in different ways. So each girl can be beautiful, and what works for this girl doesn't necessarily work for that girl. But I can show you what I like, nigga.
Yeah, well, I mean, pretty face and a fat ass. I don't understand. There's no debate here.
Not necessarily. I mean, it depends on how you define fat ass. Pretty face is definitely a prerequisite.
I'm not talking about like an obese fat ass. I'm talking about a bubble butt.
Like bubble butt. Okay, yeah, 100%. But I don't do like Kim Kardashian type of ass. I'm not into that. I know 2 girls like that. Just touch a turn.
Yeah, it's unmanageable. A nice bubble butt is what we're looking for.
Like her ass alone is like 40 kilos. It's nice to spank, but don't get me wrong. But like that's about it.
Blow. Not into that.
Alright, this one.
It is, but like punching her ass is like punching a blue one.
She could be never trying to correct me in this shit.
Oh my god.
She could be as old as my mother. Honestly, my mom's.
I'm not into that. I like cute girls. I don't like. Well, it depends again. Like different girls can be different.
Especially you.
He should have started going gray.
I like them passable. I don't like it if a bitch is tattooed all over her face or like shit like I don't do that stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, you see a lot of girls with tatted faces.
I like it to be a princess in the streets, a total whore in the sheets. Someone I can even take to a business meeting.
What is this, like the plot line to Pretty Lady or Pretty Woman with
What do you think about pantsuits?
They're ugly.
Yeah.
If you got a great ass, everything looks good.
They made me think of Hillary Clinton.
What about blazers?
Blazers?
Oh. Okay.
Yes? No?
Blazers are fine.
Depends, like show me.
Cute blazer.
But show me, because like that's very subjective. Like if you have a picture of it, like go Google something and then show us, and then I can tell you if I like it or not. Plus, I think the same again. Like it depends on the girl. What looks good on a girl does not necessarily look good on another girl. Depends on
like formal, like a non-formal.
What is the natural vibe that you get? You know, so that changes everything. You know that I'm in the fashion industry, right?
No.
No, I didn't know that.
You did or you didn't?
Didn't.
Oh.
I thought you worked in finance.
I used to be in finance, investment research.
You know, that's where Jeff Bezos started.
Yeah, I love investment research. I'm probably going to do my own thing. I have my own investment research company.
You're going to have like a newsletter?
No, right now I'm more into fashion.
Fashion?
Like you were Brunello Cucinelli, less.
More Balenciaga.
Oh my gosh, it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, we go, bro. Trafficking little boys and
so
stuff.
Trashy.
But hey, at least we make nice bags. Yes, we do sex traffic little boys, but we do have amazing bags.
Why did Kate Spade enter her life?
What?
Kate Spade is cheap.
Wasn't she like in an abusive relationship or something with like her ex?
I don't know.
So Rockwell, what's your game plan? Like, you think you're ever gonna get laid?
Like in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I get my libido back.
Oh, you lost it?
Such a weird conversation.
You lost your mojo?
Yeah, like a couple of years ago.
Oh my god, that sucks. So you have erectile dysfunction?
No, it's libido that comes before erectile function.
Well, good luck. Have you considered Togra as a viable option for curing yourself?
What?
Hi, Abiba. Hello.
Can you give me a message for Abby?
Oh no, it's this one. I thought you were dead.
Oh, bitch. Can you tell Abby that to get her pussy wet?
You want me to tell Abby to get her pussy wet?
Can you record this, please? Give her a message
Yeah.
and send this to her.
Hey, Abby, you hear that? Bussy said that she wants your pussy to. Wait, she is your pronoun, right?
Girl, I don't want her pussy.
No, I said are.
That's all I say.
Oh really?
Girl,
Yeah.
I see what you writing me, girl. All like I said, I live rent free, girl. But you know what? You can talk about me all you want because you know.
Bussy, you're so funny. Bussy, you're so funny.
You're lucky I'm not there staring Diogenes, girl.
Oh, damn, Petty. Ain't nobody cares.
I was still Diogenes away from you, girl. I'm gonna be the fucking damn white supremacist queen of the ball now, girl. Shit.
Damn. You think you can steal Diogenes from her?
Girl, that's roofing up with Bill Cosby and it ain't no hard.
See, Requit, you think you got erectile dysfunction problems? Listen to this guy.
Honey, I don't. I got the mouth to make it up.
See, Requit, just when you thought things could get worse, they get worse. You meet.
He knows who I am. Don't fuck with him.
You know Bussy? Requit, you know this guy?
She says I know them.
Excuse me?
They say that I know them.
That's what I thought.
I love that you have an Abby profile. I think that's hilarious.
So, Randy, why are you hanging out with the Nephites?
What the fuck are the Nephites?
Oh, this is not a Mormon club?
No, this is a Zionist talking point club.
Oh, you guys are converting Randy to Zionism?
What are you talking about? This guy's more Zionist than most Zionists.
At least I make money. I mean, I'm profitable. All these Yiddish guys like rely on fucking nepotism, dude. They're all losers.
What are you talking about? The average IQ is like 2 standard deviations above yours.
So which
That's so
one
retarded. That's the dumbest thing I've heard.
Good one, Requit. That is a good burn. I'm gonna remember that one.
No, this is what I was talking about.
Abby, when was the last time you got your pussy eaten out and your clit sucked by a lover?
But if you convert, you get automatic IQ upgrade.
Oh, really?
I don't believe Jews are smart. I've been dealing with you guys for so long, dude. I think you guys are dumb as a brick.
Yeah, but what you don't understand is people just are slow playing you. They're pretending to be dumb, and then
no,
therefore.
The theory is that Ashkenazis are smart, and then the other Jews are dumb. Okay, but the Ashkenazis.
That's not true, by the way.
Yes, it is.
The rabbi,
If you're gonna rely on data, that's what it says. However, the Ashkenazis.
The bell curve. The bell curve has been defeated.
Rabbi, question, if you hear me.
Okay.
What about Larry Fink? What about Steven Schwartzen?
Yeah, that's for nepotism. I also would do amazing if I have nepotism going on.
I did think
you do. How are you driving that Maserati?
Yeah, Rabbi, you're sounding.
Does that mean that I'm doing that?
Rabbi, you're sounding awfully densely melanated at this very moment with your nepotism statements. Baby
that's
nepo.
when it comes to the Jews. Yeah, I have nothing against the Jews in that sense, but the Jewish people are like the curse. They can go where the flow goes. Yeah, because in the Ottoman Empire, you guys were like very like high in the society, as I remember. So.
Listen, Clown House polarizes and amplifies voices, and you think there's, like you heard Rabbi earlier say that he thinks there's way more than 12 million or 15 million. So the thing is, it's a you problem. He's amplifying it, and people on here amplify all the time. They just create a magnitude of Judaism all the time. It's like there's only one El Normo, though. So you guys are so fucking wrong and stupid. I mean, it's all projection.
Comic Man, are you able to see Anonymous with your Plus account?
Yeah, I see that Anonymous down there.
Are you able to see who they are, I guess?
No, you can't see who an anonymous person is, even if you have anonymous.
What bullshit is that?
Well, it works in your favor. Like, there are rooms on here where they absolutely don't want me there live streaming the rooms because it's generally just hate
Why
filled.
do you waste time live streaming?
Because I got a lot of time to waste. I don't understand. Like, what's the problem with live streaming? I'm alive.
If you have a lot of time to waste, there's way more entertaining things you could be doing.
Really?
Dafyomi.
Dafyomi? I mean, yeah. I agree. I read books, but listening, I realized the other day that if it was the end of the world and I only had like another hour left to spend, I would actually probably choose to talk to people. No, I'd probably choose talking to people over reading a book.
Talking to people here or in the world?
Both. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'd probably be in a bunker or something, so I'd be on, the internet as the nuclear weapons rain down upon all the major cities. And then I'd be live on YouTube and on Clownhouse, be like, "This is it, everybody. This is the end of the world. Tell us, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? What are you gonna do when you die?"
So, did you ever go through an agnostic phase, or you always believed in Hashem?
I didn't even know the term Hashem, until I heard a rabbi, in Los Angeles talking about Hashem named Rabbi Laser Brody. Huh?
David Wolpe?
Yeah, I've met him, but I'm talking about Rabbi Laser Brody from the Breast Lovers.
Yeah. I have a cousin who's a rabbi of a shtibel on Beverly Boulevard.
Oh, really? Temple Sinai, not Sinai Temple or whatever, Rabbi Wolpe, like, he has all these converts, but he makes all the converts sit in the convert section. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are you siloing these converts? It's like you're saying they're not Jews, but they are Jews, but they all have to sit together. It's stupid.
It's weird. It's orthodox.
I would say it's like, it's reform. It's totally reform, yeah. I mean, it's not reform. It's like conservative reform, I guess. But it's not conservative, because a block away is the conservative.
Absolutely not, no.
Oh.
Reku, what do you get out of it? Like when you Shabbos? Because I've never actually. I've only done a real Shabbos once or twice.
I used to love hosting meals, like 20 people in the Upper West Side. And
that's nice.
It was the best.
The only good thing about keeping Shabbat is playing board games. Like an excuse for people to look at a board game and actually play it.
Talking about make a challah? It's just a beautiful ceremony.
Can't make a challah on Shabbos.
Yes, you can. Yeah, I know, but you eat it.
No, you can play
No, that's not a benefit.
That's about it.
It's dangerous.
Oh, so how are your Tanya meetings going, Al?
Oh, I never went to one.
Lame.
So, are you like culturally engaged but not religiously engaged?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
It's boring.
Yeah, Judaism needs a reboot.
Why do you say that?
There is a bunch of rebooting going on. There's Neo-Hasidism. There's Jewish renewal.
What's Neo-Hasidism?
I don't know where to start. Check out this show in the Five Towns called Eish Kodesh.
Are they connected to Aisha Torah?
No.
Aish is so problematic.
Why? You don't like dance?
Girls did Aish and were like in classes about how to be a good wife.
You don't like Rabbi Yitz Jacobs?
I don't know the rabbi. Just know they have a good view on the rooftop. That's all I know. That's all I know.
So, Or Sameach is not so good.
So what? There's just schools to go learn. Everybody's got an opinion, but nobody reads any books.
Like really
Handmaid's Tale
has issues. There was like a whole thing a few years ago where they got in trouble with some parents.
Why? They're just trying to arrange marriages.
What was the bottom line outcome?
Nothing. Life moved on. Age is still age.
Ish is a fire, Al, and what you need is a fire under your tuchus. You need the Shechina on Shabbos.
Rabbi Matis Weinberg.
Oh, the fire should be in her tachas.
It's true. Rabbi, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you think a woman only feels happy when a man is paying for everything?
No.
No? Because I've seen the glee on women's faces
helps,
as they
it
pay for
helps.
everything.
It definitely helps.
No, a woman is happy when you can make her come.
I agree. But I've also seen them very happy while I'm paying for everything prior to the coming.
Use that Uber
When it has a big
romanticization.
or and
She's not happy that you pay. She's happy that you want.
Oh, I see.
I
Yeah.
disagree with that. I'm happy when a guy pays for me.
Of course you are. And of course you're not gonna have amazing sex every time you get laid.
She said what? She disagrees what?
I like when a guy pays. I think a guy should pay. I think it's nice to offer and pay like once for something small, like ice cream or like snacks or something small. But overall, I think a guy should pay. My opinion.
That means you don't want a boyfriend. You want a bank. You want basically 3 positive.
You really are Jewish,
No, I
Rabbi.
think when you're like deeper in a relationship with someone, then you can start splitting
Wait, can
things.
you look up this profile? I'm really weirded out by this profile. Son?
I do agree. The man should propose at least the first date. At least, like he should be paying, and there
The
should
first few dates,
Yeah,
I do think it's nice to offer and to pay for something small
right. But the thing is,
in the
exactly
beginning.
small. But I honestly, I'm not willing to pay like $300 on a first date. Fuck that shit. I'm not willing to do that because I don't even know you. Like the first date is for me to get to know you. Okay, so I would definitely pay, which I always did that, but it's not a huge sum.
Yeah, what if
For example, do you think I'm not gonna take her for dinner the first date? I don't think that's a smart choice.
What if you get 3 rounds of drinks on the first date? Who's paying?
Well, I would pay for the whole thing. 3 rounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if I'm not gonna take you to a steak and wine and dine you.
No, you get a drink.
Just go to a pizza parlor.
First date is a drink, and you get more rounds if you like the person, and then you pay. But if not, then you're just paying for someone else's drink. 2 drinks.
But but that's what I'm saying. You should pay, sure, but it shouldn't be something that a lot of girls try to abuse that. But in reality, like the first date is for me to get to know you. It's not for you to just free dinners, because a lot of girls try to do that. Like she doesn't want the guy. She just
No, and I don't know. I personally and none of my friends like to eat on a first date. No one wants to eat on a first date.
That's true.
A lot of women.
But a lot of people are
On a first date eating?
Yes, because she doesn't want you. She just wants the date. Or she just wants the dinner, for example.
No,
Yeah,
drinks
there's
are more
circles that you
appropriate.
did.
Just drink.
A lot of people don't drink these days.
That's weird. It's hard to go on dates and not drink.
Well, she was addicted to alcohol, now she's sober, for example. But what do you do with that girl? I feel like in every social setting, like alcohol seems to be necessary.
Especially like in the early stages of dating.
Why?
Because it's less commitment to go get a drink. Or like go get a drink
Less
and then do
calories.
something. Like dinner is expensive. I mean, it depends where you live.
Reckwood has ED, and so Reckwood, I mean, have you ever fucked on a full stomach? Like, it's not
You
comfortable.
don't want to take her because if she's a good girl, okay, like she would feel. Girls don't like dinner on a first date because then she'd feel like she owes you something. So the girl herself wouldn't be one.
No, I don't think so. I don't think people like eating. Like, I don't want to eat on a first date.
Oh my god, you're all just a bunch of
I'm
insults.
the most self-conscious eater. I eat so fast.
Yeah, but the guy.
I need to work on it.
Like, don't you think the guy is expecting something when he pays a lot?
No, because a lot of guys, I mean,
Yeah, expecting a second date.
No, expecting to clap your ass cheeks back at
If you
home.
if you offer to get
No.
3 or 4 rounds of drinks, then I think a guy can expect a second date for sure.
Like, I pay $500 on a first date. You better blow my dick.
oh my gosh. See, that's why, Rabbi, that's why nobody wants to blow your dick.
Oh, she's gonna slurp.
Why would you waste $500 on a girl like that?
Ooh.
Well, that's the point. I wouldn't.
Right, but disappointing if the girl you just spent $500 on getting round after round you really enjoy talking to would just like be that easy.
Well, there's a girl on this app who was taken out by a guy, and he spent $1,000 on a date with her, and she didn't even suck his dick. I'm like, holy fuck.
Who, Rico?
If I pay $1,000, you're gonna subscribe to sucking my dick.
How do you spend $1,000 on a date, Randy?
Huh? Oh, he got her a lot of alcohol.
Well, that's his fault for choosing
You know, if you're really part of the escort game, it doesn't start until $1,400 an hour. That's when you're really dealing with some quality. Anything below $1,400 an hour, you're gonna deal with some problems.
It's your typical Starbucks burger.
$400 on an escort. I would literally rather pay $30 and get a hot chick and put the remainder in Bitcoin. Don't you think that's a much smarter way?
That works better too, but both are still volatile.
Is that ricotta cheese on your pizza, Yaakov?
I'm just saying, like, if you pay more than $30 for only $30 is not that much. Let's say $80. You really don't need to pay more than $80.
Are you in the U.S.? What are you getting for $80? This must.
And I can't overlook that shit anymore. Like, it's like I don't deserve that, and I'm better than this. So it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm not gonna play those kind of games. I don't like playing games. I don't want to.
You're better than this? You still got an opinion about it.
Yeah, but that's just it. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I am very, very much into him. I still do have feelings for him, for sure. But it's not the same the way it was in the beginning. Where I'm just like, now I'm like, you're a liar. And that's it. Like, I just see you as a liar, and I don't believe that you're gonna,
It's a kingly thing to be a liar. You're in love with a king.
What is he talking about?
I have no idea.
I'm just accurately diagnosing the situation.
Wait, are you the dude who does like the RFK impressions? Bad vaccine. A lot of people listening don't know who RFK is. What were you guys saying?
We were talking about the vaccines and how you're all gonna die from getting the Pfizer, Moderna, J&J. Put up your hands.
He does a pretty good impression, but I have no idea what we're talking about before. But
It was just me and King were just talking about.
And I even fucked for free.
That's fine. That's fine.
You don't need to.
That's fine, but I'm just telling you the most attractive women in the world aren't freaking for free. You're giving up something, whether you're dealing with an escort or a real person who's not in that business. You're giving up something. The more attractive a woman is, the harder.
She is giving up that ass. I ain't giving nothing. I'm just giving up.
No, you're giving up something.
My time.
It's either your time. Okay. Time. Yeah. Okay.
You make a good point, Yaakov. But Yaakov, don't you think it's possible to skip all the infantilizing and donations and charity and free dinners and etc. and just get straight to business?
Yeah, if you're that person for her. If you check all those boxes for that specific woman, yeah, you can skip all.
I'm talking about Torah and Shabbos. Get your head out the gutter, Yaakov. I'm talking about the Shekhinah.
Okay, the Shekinah is a feminine energy. Remember, all of those original first verses are the Hebrew is in feminine. It's not in masculine. I think the first 5 verses of the Torah.
You're telling me it's feminist?
Huh?
It's feminist propaganda?
No, I'm just saying, like, the word tense is
masculine word. Bereshit v'bara Elokim et hashamayim v'et haaretz.
Are you saying that's all masculine? I know some of that's feminine. Hashamayim, the waters, the spirit was over the waters. That whole verse is a feminine word. Every word is.
The word for God, Elokim,
Please don't scroll. What do you look at that? You know what makes me feel pain? Hearts is crazy. Okay.
So Yakov, this is the room, and we're just wondering, how's your love life?
My love life. I am talking to a woman who is divorced with 2 children. She has really good Mito still. She teaches a Talmud class, which is really rare for a woman, and I think that's a high honor. But
what part of the country is that?
What do you mean?
Where is she teaching a Gomorrah class?
I believe she's from Ohio.
Do you have kids?
Nope.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
Good luck with her.
Yeah. At this point, the women that come into my life are meant to be there. I believe she's related to one of your famous rabbis. I'm not sure which one. I don't know, but we're gonna see where it goes. This is a woman that we stopped before started again. Stopped before started again. She came up in my phone, and then so this is our 3rd go around. So we'll see how it goes. But other than her right now, I'm not talking to anyone. I was talking to the 3 sisters. I finally got them out of my life. I prayed to Hashem. I got them out of my life, and I'm keeping them out of my life because it was just a problem for me for about 2 years. That was a huge problem for me.
So you're not Jewish, but you're into the Judaism?
Well, I've been converted for 9 years. Everybody knows my story. I've been converted for 9 years. I actually have a bris date at the end of July.
Well, good for you.
So I'm not getting too excited about it. Hopefully it doesn't fall through. But
can you use anesthesia?
Huh?
Can you use anesthetics?
What do you mean?
Can you go to sleep while the bris happens?
I'm not worried about that because I'm already done. So they're just pricking the blood. So just a little blood. That'd be crazy if they wanted to do the whole thing. I'm like, yeah, guys, I'm out of here. No way. I would hate that. What if they made people? God, what if the prick wasn't an option? That'd be some crazy shit, huh? That'd be some, people. I'd run back to Catholicism so fast. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, y'all can have it.
So you think that your background religion is BS?
What? You talking about the degree or what?
Catholicism.
Do I think Catholicism is BS?
Yeah.
Well, the argument for Catholicism, minus the Jesus stuff, if you take the Jesus stuff out of it, which he never wanted to be a religion anyways, that wasn't his even goal, that was his disciples' goals. But if you take the Jesus stuff out of it, it's a strong fucking argument. It's probably one of the strongest religious arguments that we've seen in history, where Paul is saying you can reach salvation without the mitzvahs. Like that idea, it just changed the whole world. It's a very strong argument.
And I don't ever remember Paul saying that.
What do you mean? That was Paul's argument.
That you ain't got a mitzvah?
That's the whole argument of what Christianity is. You can reach salvation without doing any mitzvahs. Like, that's literally what it is.
So it's salvation through faith as opposed to salvation through action?
Right. So
I know, but you do realize that...
I talked to a lot of Jews about this, right? And I think, like, the argument in itself is interesting to think about, but it kind of like Judaism without the mitzvahs isn't Judaism. So it's kind of like, it's interesting to think about. I mean, it is an idea that changed billions of people's lives, and for good or bad, however you look at that, but from a philosophy and a theological standpoint, it's a revolutionary argument. I don't agree with it. I think because action is what makes the Torah. It's not reading it. It's like actually doing the stuff, which is why a lot of Jews get confused when I say my favorite Yom Tov is Pesach. Because it makes the most sense.
the average Jew can't tell you what their favorite holiday is, even though we have 16 different holidays. Like, it's very hard to do, and it takes a lot of work to think through that. But yeah, I think the argument for Catholicism is very strong. Obviously, it's number one religion today in the world, but I don't know. I don't see much credence in not taking action or even placing your affairs on somebody else, which is nuts because the Torah says don't even do that. It's clearly right there. So I don't know. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me any longer. It hasn't in a long time. But most of the world is still stuck on it. All right, guys. So I race this app once a month. Tell me what this Clubhouse Plus is all about. What is coming on my screen? What is this Clubhouse Plus for $5 a month? And has anybody that you've talked to paid for it yet? Did you guys disappear? What happened?
Okay, Requit. It's been fun chatting. Mythos, Dr. Australia. I'm going to bed. God bless you all, and have a good night. Bye.